like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
ERT, you can bite my ass and take your green crayons
Leave
and rub
Earth
them all
alone.
over a Crisco can.
Earth, even Earth are playing. All right.
Earth's my buddy.
We getting ready to...
Okay, so he's a little brat. Yeah, he is. I was showing him this morning, but see, he was hiding in the bushes. I tried to shake him loose, but he didn't want to come out and play. I'll get you next time, T-Pat. How is everybody this morning? Can you guys hear me okay? Please tell me that these are working. Y'all can hear me, right? Yes, no, maybe so? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so happy. Okay. Let me get squared away here. You know what? Let me fix this real quick. One second. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we are done. So how's everybody? Okay, there was a few that were in here like way early this morning when I set this up. Hey, Madison. lightening their way home. Okay, lightening their way home, honey. Thank you for being here. And thank you for showing love and support. Hey, Sinner. How you doing? Yes, I am so sorry about this morning. My morning got away from me like really quick. I tried to get everything taken care of, and then I had to push back, so I do apologize. We'll be ready when you are. If not, you can at least get over sharing the stream. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Revival, for becoming a member of the Hailstorm. I appreciate you. Hey, Six Up, honey. How you doing? Thank you for last night of the showing of, I already forgot. Oh, Baby Reindeer. Was it Baby Reindeer? Yeah, I think it was Baby Reindeer. Um, I did reactivate my Netflix just specifically for that, and then I will cancel it once the show's over because I don't like Netflix anymore. Hey, Thor. Thor, you're a little troublemaker. You are. You got blocked in. You got blocked in Brooke's chat this morning. You're a little troublemaker. Hey, Gma. Hey, Shay. Hey, Clancy. Long time no see. Hey, Dutchie. Hey, Kathy P. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Cold Case Crystal. Hey, Dixie. Hey, K-Mash. Hey, Mels. Hey, Lenny. Let's see. Tia. It's okay, honey. I was late too, Tia. I was late too. And plus, we were both up late last night when we were hanging out. And our favorite beautiful little fishes chat. Hey, Heather. Ooh, the real Martha is popping off. I reached out to her to see if she would. Did you really? No. But her Facebook posts are identical to what was described in the show. It's so crazy. Melissa, did you really? No, nobody's mowing the lawn. I swear to God, ain't nobody here. Let me turn it down. Let me turn my volume down. Maybe that's working. Or maybe that's the reason. Is that better? Or I'll just put in my other set of earbuds. That might be the reason. Hold on a second. It might be outside. It might be my neighbor being an asshole. Sorry, Sue. I'll put in my other set of earbuds in just a moment. So just give me a second. Hey, Shorty. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, how's that? Is that better? Can you guys hear me better? Does it still sound like somebody's mowing the lawn? Still the same? Okay. It's a mower. Well, damn. That means I have some pretty fucking good earbuds. I tell you that much. Sound great on my end. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I sound muffled now. Okay. What the hell's going on? Okay, is that better? Maybe tapping it sounded like the frequency. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to put in my regular set because I'm not going to deal with this all day. So hold on. That's better. I'm just going to leave it at that one. I will play with the frequency on my earbuds later. Okay. So that might be a little bit better. So, fuck it. I still haven't figured out how to use the frequency on my laptop, or sorry, my computer with these new earbuds. So I'll mess with it later. I'm on my computer, Duchess. I don't mess with StreamYard when it comes to the audio because the last time I did that, I messed it all up. It is a big difference, isn't it? It is. All right. So why are we here today? That's a good question. Let me ask you guys a question. And a big question here. Who in their right mind asks a mother of a missing child, how was her Mother's Day? Let me ask you. I love you. I'm sorry. No, 6. I love you, 6. I do. Don't go to the moon. Yeah, no. Don't go to the moon. Please don't go to the moon. All right, but no. I'm being actually serious. Who asks a mother of a missing child, how was your Mother's Day? It's a legit question. Yeah, because we're going to get into that. And you're going to see just who asks a mother that. Now, this is someone that I know and whose shed I used to go into. Now, I may not be around as much. I might be hanging out in my Discord. Sure the fuck am. And there's people in there that'll vouch for that. I also have a real life. A normal one at that. I don't sit around here fucking around attacking families of missing children. No, see, I don't do that. You know, like this woman here. Like Smiley's World. Oh, because she thought this was pretty funny. I don't care who made it, who made this. It's funny. If anybody wants to buy Katie a Mother's Day gift, Dolly Vision fans, Dolly has a new line of soaps called Katie Come Clean. Oh, Smiley, you really think that's fucking funny, don't you? Huh? You think that's funny? You know what? Why don't you buy one and eat it? Because that's not fucking funny. Oh, you're a child advocate, right? Good to know. Child advocates, they don't laugh at shit like this. Don't get me started on Dolly. See, my face is already getting hot just thinking about Dolly Vision and the shit that he's spewing out and his fucking thumbnails. So you think this is funny? Why don't you buy one of those bars of soap? Because I hear they're edible too. Yeah, I heard. Don't know if it's true, but I heard. It's just a rumor mill around the YouTube streets. But you think this one's funny too, right? How about this? Katie, did you call your mother today? Don't forget now, since it's Mother's Day and all you and your hubby got more upset over your mother than you have about your son still missing. Really? Really, Smiley? Are you pissed off that Katie and Chris ain't coming back to your channel to be interviewed by you? Well, I would too, right? But see, you're just like one of the tragedy pimps, bad actors. You're just attacking. Why? Because you're not getting the answers that you want. Oh, well, you know what? We all want answers. We all want answers to where Sebastian Rogers is. We all do. But you know what? We're not professionals. TBI, sheriffs, police, FBI, CIA, those are professionals. I prefer to leave it up to them to find out where that boy is, which is what you guys should do. I mean, it's the same with all you morons out there that think you guys are sleuths, which you're not, mind you. You're not sleuths. You're just tragedy pimps, bad actors. You make money off the backs of deceased children, victims, their families, their tragedies. And don't say you don't. You do. I've been doing this a long time. I know what you guys do. But you guys aren't going to get the answers that you want. The police, they're going to keep a lot of things under a tight lid. That's what they do. Calling the police department, calling the TBI, constantly getting the people in your chats to do it. That's not going to help. I'll tell you what it will do to you guys. It'll blow back. And it always blows back. Now, there's rumors going around saying that in JLR, bro, you need to shut the hell up and go take your meds. Like, seriously, like Savage said, go take your medication. Because your misinformation is getting too tiring. Now, in the stream we're about to watch, I'm going to clear this up right now. You're going to see a comment by what's his name? Scott H. I've seen Scott H a couple times. He asked somebody in the chat if Katie got pregnant at 14 by Seth at 23. The answer is no. She did not. She was 18. Y'all didn't know that, did you? I knew. You know how I know? I'm not going to tell you how I know that. So, yeah, she was 18. So, stop running with the rumor that she was 14. And how is that going to help find Sebastian, by the way? Please answer that for me. I'd love to know. Answer that for everybody. How is that if she was 14 when she got pregnant by Seth at 23, how is that going to find Sebastian? How? When you know the answer, post it. Go live about it. Put it in a video. I don't give a fuck. Just put out the answer. Other than that, shut the fuck up. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I'm done talking. I'm sure you guys have heard of Lolly Unbroken and Annabella Honey. Now, you guys are wondering who asked Sebastian's mother how was her Mother's Day? Well, you guys are about to hear it. So here we go. Now, let me just say this. I will try to keep my mouth to a minimal. I will try. I promise. I promise.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Jesus. That was
Hello,
loud.
hello.
Holy crap. That was
How's
loud.
everybody doing?
I think she just busted my eardrum.
Man, we got a good house of people tonight. Thanks for being with us. Everybody had a good Mother's Day, I hope. And happy Mother's Day to everyone that is a mother out there, whether it be a man raising his children, whether it be a single mom, a mom with a husband and helpers, or whether it just be a mom of kids that aren't even
hopefully this
theirs.
clears it up because I cleared up this video.
Goodness, look at all you people. Y'all so sweet. Look at you, Annabella. You know all this stuff. I just got a new wrinkle on my brain. She said,
I was just texting her back. Thank you, Miss Kathy.
hey, I'm Tijuana. Thanks for being here. Goodness, Kimmy K and Jan. Miss Jan. Let's see. Miss Millie, of course. Happy Mother's Day to our patriarch. Miss Kathy and Aurora. Amisa. I made it through Friday night's dance recital. And then, well, thank y'all for coming in. Everybody in the bushes. Anybody listening to replay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all so much for being here. Y'all are always welcome to join in chat at any time. So most of us do know the story of Sebastian, and we're just going to kind of go over it. I'm going to do just a little bit of an outline, I guess you could say, and we are going to talk about Sebastian. He has been missing from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, since February 26th of.
What? I was blowing up the chat so everybody can see the chat better. That's what I was doing. Sorry, Soup. That's why I put Soup in charge. She's in charge of the chat. It's only because, yeah, she keeps me in line. I'm blowing up the chat so everybody can see it better. I just don't feel comfortable having this baby on my screen right now. Still breaks my heart. You guys can see the chat. Okay, let me know.
Look at that sweet face and that sweet.
You guys don't even need to be talking about him. Not after the shit y'all spewed last night. Y'all fucking pissed me off.
Smile.
Now I gotta watch my mouth.
You know, I've never seen a picture where he was just grumpy looking. Every picture has that big old smile on it. So we're going to talk about him tonight.
I really wish you didn't. Over
a little bit of everything here and see what we can decipher, what we can figure out. But I'm going to kind of start by just talking about the basic outline of what we know and the people involved. So we've got Sebastian Wayne Rogers, and he just disappeared.
6 up, it's Lolly Beautifully Unbroken. I'll send you the link in Discord.
His father, Seth, was at work, and he worked in a lockdown facility. He was on camera So they know he was there. And when it was time for change of shifts, they informed him that he needed to get in touch with them. He had been called. So I'm not exactly sure how far away Seth is from Hendersonville, but I think.
Well, if you're going to speak on, any of this, what you're speaking on right now, maybe you should have the correct information. See, that's that right there. See, I just helped you out. Go do your research. See, it's simple with you motherfuckers out there. Y'all got fucking fingers, okay? Y'all can sit and text, tweet on Facebook, post on there, TikTok. Y'all can do all that with your fucking fingers, but y'all can't put them to the fucking keyboard and do your research. The hell do you guys even have electronics for? For fuck's sake.
I think it was just a couple of hours. Well, Tracy, file them nails, birdie girl. But so his father got that call and came immediately. His stepfather was supposedly in Memphis, which was about a 3.5 hour away from Hendersonville, where he worked. Now, the mother was at home with Sebastian that night.
Duh, everybody knew that.
She was on a 3-hour phone call.
Everybody knew
with
that.
The stepdad.
Please tell us something we don't know.
There's been lots of questions about that 3-hour phone call. But I'm sure phone records have showed if they were on the phone together for 3 hours or not. Hey, Matthew. But the mother did say that she got up that next morning to go get Sebastian awake for school.
Looks that way, Soup.
And he wasn't there. So she thought to herself, oh, he must be in the kitchen making something to eat. Hello, Scott.
Hello, honey.
So we've already seen the inside of this house. Mom's room's here. The living room kitchen's here. And Sebastian's bedroom's over here. Mom had to walk right by that kitchen. So I'm pretty sure she would have saw him, but I don't know. So we know Sebastian was in his room that night. And that is the main players in this story. But to complete the story, we have to talk about the fact that the stepdad has a daughter.
No, I screwed up my computer. Hang on, guys. Son of a bitch. It's all Soup's fault. Thanks a lot, Soup. You screwed up my computer.
Daughter. She's about 7 years old. And so she lives with her mother. And there has been a 7-year battle of custody and everything. And so we know. Chris had said,
if you guys received a gifted membership from COVID's, please thank him. COVID's, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was sweet of you. It's all Soup's fault. You're the one that's doing this, Soup. It's your fault.
he did not want Sebastian around his daughter. He did say that on Terry Lynn's live that she did with him. So
Did he show any sort of proof of that, Lolly? Because that's just hearsay at this point. That's just hearsay. I only watched Terry Lynn a couple times. I can only stand to listen to that woman a couple times because I know exactly who that woman is. And yeah, no, I can't listen to her. No. So yeah, at this point in my mind, that's just fucking hearsay.
That pretty much completes all the characters right there connected to that house where Sebastian was living, and then his real father. Now, you got to know the fact that 7-year court battle that had been going back and forth, there was another court date coming up towards the end of February, I believe. It was like a couple of weeks after Sebastian was missing. There was a court date coming up. And there was rumor that Sebastian was supposed to testify. Now,
Well,
Sebastian is a 50.
What the fuck? Where are you guys pulling this shit? Out of your ass? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, Green Blazin'. Hey, OK Crime News. Hey, Grammy H. What the fuck is the matter with you guys? See, okay, you got one bitch in there who can't shut her fucking gullet, who puts out so much shit, who tells people the short bus. That's all she says. All she says. See, I go back and forth between watching Brittany J, because I got to literally take a break from watching her. Holy shit. Her voice grates my soul. And then I go and I do watch Smiley. I do. That woman likes to make fun of folks. I'm surprised she doesn't have short bus written across her forehead because she likes that word. Because I came across a stream that my friend reviewed not that long ago, and I did rewatch it myself. She loved that word. She should have it tattooed on her forehead. And it should read, I love the word short bus. I say it all the time. Because that's what she thinks of folks. But you guys sit over there in her fucking chat and you condone that fucking behavior. That says a lot about you guys. You too, Annabella. I used to like you until I listened to what you fucking said last night. And we're going to get to you because you had a lot of things to say. You did a lot of talking yourself, girl.
15-year-old autistic young man. And if you've been around a child with autism, you know they pretty much tell you how it is. Blunt, very factful.
Are you
Everything
sure about that?
Very much how it is.
Are you sure about that? How sure are you, Lolly? How sure are you? Not all autistic kids are like that. Not all of them. I've been around my share growing up. Back when I was in school, I used to ditch class and go and hang out with special needs children. Why? Because they were fun. They're interesting. They're a blast. And oh my God, they're so much fun. They're lovely. And I absolutely adored hanging out with them. I used to get in trouble all the time. I almost failed school because I would ditch to go and just kick it with them. You learned a lot when you're around special needs kids. You do. Now, you guys need to learn how to research autism. You guys don't. And his autism is a little bit different. I take it you guys don't know what his autism is? No. And how long he's had it? Probably not. And I'm only speculating. I can speculate. I'm
So it makes
allowed.
you wonder if his disappearance just a couple of weeks prior to that court case coming up that he was supposed to testify, would that have anything to do with him disappearing? because we do know that Trevor Lee talked with Chris's ex-wife, and Nina told her story, the story of her nightmare being married to Chris Proudfoot. And y'all can go to Trevor Lee's. I know he's not doing YouTube anymore, but his channel is still there and his videos are still there from what I've been told. I forgot to check a while ago, but I know Justin was playing the interview tonight as well. So y'all can check that out. I'm not going to go over. That's her story. You need to hear it from her. So
No. No. No, 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 no. No. Justin from TikTok? Hell no. No, 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 no. I don't even like that man. God damn it. What did I do to my computer again? Now that man, Justin from TikTok, I wouldn't go near that one either. What's up?
Hey. Don't touch the screen.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Okay. I already fucked it up. I don't know what I did to it. Seriously.
This live came across my recommendations last night.
Yeah, it was sent to me.
Yeah,
And,
I watched about 10 minutes of this and I found it interesting is the word I'll use.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's interesting. It gets worse. My face is already turning hot. I'm so mad. I'm trying to watch my mouth, but I guess it's not working. And I got so mad. I fucked up my computer. So again, it's all your fault.
Yeah, Soup, tell her she's pushing all the no buttons. No, don't push the no buttons.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Right, Thor. I wanted to hear this one. I'm glad you're going over this, Eric. I really am.
Yeah, I was glad I got it just in the nick of time because I want the chat log.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want the chat log. The chat log. I waited like 2 hours past my bedtime to get the chat log, but it was not up. And then my morning got away from me. And then right when I got home, I'm like, okay, chat log's up. I'm going to push it back. And just in the nick of time, I recorded and bam, right when I was about to go live, it's over. And there it is.
Did they private the live?
If they did, here it is. I'll just drop it in my Discord.
I'll say this real quick before you hit play. The chat looks familiar. Looks like all the people that frequent certain other channel holders. This is obviously a live anti-Proudfoot. Seems like there's always got to be some side here. I feel like in the true crime sector, there's always got to be a bad guy. There's always got to be a good guy. And you got to fall on a side, I guess. I don't know. I feel like, I'll say this, they were led by Smiley. I said what I said.
I agree because I sent it to Savage this morning and she read a couple of them. So yeah, I went digging and I went through her community wall. I won't post the others that I saw because I'm not going to show their house. If that's their house, I don't know. And I don't care. Regardless, I'm not going to show it.
Whose house?
The Proudfoots.
Their house was what? Okay.
If on Smiley's community wall. If it's theirs, I don't know. I'm still not going to show it.
Gotcha.
I don't do that
this
shit.
Is getting ridiculous. So
Very
I'm
much.
glad you got this live. Do you mind if I sit up here with you and listen?
Not at all. You can keep me from pushing buttons and
I'll try.
It's actually Duchess's fault, okay? It's her fault.
Okay, Dutchie.
You know, with her story comes Chris's family, his mother and stepfather, his father and his stepmother, and his sister. Now, the one part I will say of Nina's story is Chris was supposedly off at work. She was there with her 2 children and then their one daughter that was young, very young. She was just a baby. Her oldest daughter got sick and had to go into the hospital. So she had to go to the hospital for several days with her daughter. Chris's mother took the baby. His sister took Nina's son. So when her daughter gets out of the hospital and she comes home, the sister brings the boy back. Well, a little bit later, somebody's knocking on her door. She was all excited because her baby was back home, going to come back home, and nope, she was served with papers to order protection. She could not be back around her baby.
Can any of you, especially you, Lolly, can you prove this, or are you being spoon-fed this by
Yeah,
that heifer in the chat?
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking.
said it.
Yeah. Can that be confirmed? Has it been confirmed, or is this just coming from Smiley?
Right. Can it?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna look at the chat, see what they say. None of this is productive in Britain. No, of course not.
No, it's not. They're saying how she felt. Yeah, they're saying how she felt. See, y'all don't bring any proof or receipts of that matter. You guys just go based off what other creators say. That's where y'all fuck up.
Yeah, that's true.
I tell everybody, don't do that. But hey, what do I know? I know nothing. I'm just a YouTuber. That's all I am. But I also do my research, though. Can't say the same about neither of you or anybody in that chat.
I'm not being mean. I'm really not. This just seems like another one of those shows, where they get up there, they talk about the case a little bit. A lot of it is just speculation, more bashing the parents. And like somebody said, it's just counterproductive to anything. This seems like I've seen this film before, I guess.
All right,
many times. Yeah, Grandma Sherry. Hey, hon. That's Annabella and Lolly. I want to say, is it Lolly?
Yeah, Lolly. All right, Dutchie. I put it back 20 seconds so you can hear it.
Gets out of the hospital and she comes home. The sister brings the boy back.
Hold on,
a little bit later,
I didn't go back far enough.
2 children and then their one daughter that was young, very young. She was just a baby. Her oldest daughter got sick and had to go into the hospital. So she had to go to the hospital for several days with her daughter. Chris's mother took the baby. His sister took Nina's son. So when her daughter gets out of the hospital and she comes home, the sister brings the boy back. Well, a little bit later, somebody's knocking on her door. She was all excited because her baby was back home, going to come back home, and nope, she was served with papers to order protection. She could not be back around her baby. She goes to his mother's house. The stepfather answers the door with a baseball bat. She's very confused, trying to ask what is going on. And he tells her in front of her son and daughter that if they didn't get off of their blankety blank property, that he was going to beat their blankety blank heads in with the baseball bat.
I'm sorry. I had to laugh at that. The way she says blankety blank. I'm sorry. Nobody says that anymore. This isn't 2001. Did you get that, Dutchie?
Monetized? Is she worried about her live going yellow with the blankety blanks, maybe?
Probably. Hey, Michelle. She's like, hang on, that's a lot of digits.
Oh my God. I like what Forgotten Whisper said. This sums it up. This is a bad, sad remake of the Summer Wells Griff show.
Right. That's what is going to be brought up. Summer Wells 2.0.
Well, the people that covered Summer Wells 2.0. We see it. It's going the same direction. I mean, like the blueprint was laid out, and here we go down the same direction. It's no way to not go down this road or something.
Right. I don't understand what the hell she's saying, Dutchie. Because I've never heard this before. This was new to me. So Chris's family was served with a protective order. I can't get a grip on what she's trying to say here. I don't either.
Does Annabella speak any?
Oh, yeah, she does. Oh, yeah, she does. Because, yeah, I'm just going to let her do the talking.
Now, this is his family. They plotted together, all of them, to take this baby away from her. She got a lawyer. She's fought it. 7 years later, she's still fighting it.
Wait a minute.
Now,
is she talking about the child that she supposedly got pregnant with? That they're claiming she was 14 at the time with Seth?
See, I'm just learning about that.
Yeah, I just learned about that this morning. And because I learned more about it from listening to Savage, because she only briefly talked about it, and then I went and looked up some more. But this right here, I'm wondering if this is what they were talking about. Because I didn't hear this last night. Just what JLR posted, but I really don't listen to what JLR says because he's just a weirdo. Speak clearly, Lolly, because you are not being transparent. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to drop the link in the chat because I can't.
I can't.
I ain't pushing buttons. I ain't pushing buttons.
You want me to send it? You got it? Okay.
I got it. I'm just going to drop it in the chat. That's only for 6 up. Anybody else comes up here, I'm just going to ban them for the day. I'm wondering if that's what she's talking about. So, yeah. I think that's what she's talking about. Because I'm so confused right now.
during her story, we hear about how the judge gave her custody of the baby.
She's talking baby.
She got her baby back.
She's talking baby. I'm wondering if she's
and in the process of handing the baby over, there's a lot of commotion, and him and his family were making it very, very hard for her to leave. She grabbed the baby and her children and went to go into the police house to open the doors. They were locked. She could not get in. They finally unlocked it and let her in.
Do I need to go back so we can listen to this part one more time so we can get a grasp on what the fuck she's talking about?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, let's go back. I'm just going to full screen it. I ain't pushing no buttons. I'm using my stylus pen to control the screen right now.
And y'all can go to Trevor Lee's. I know he's not doing YouTube anymore, but his channel is still there and his videos are still there from what I've been told. I forgot to check a while ago, but I know Justin was playing the interview tonight as well. So y'all can check that out. I'm not going to go over. That's her story. You need to hear it from her. So, you know, with her story comes Chris's family, his mother and stepfather, his father and his stepmother, and his sister. Now, the one part I will say of Nina's story is Chris was supposedly off at work. She was there with her 2 children and then their one daughter that was young, very young. She was just a baby. Her oldest daughter got sick and had to go into the hospital. So she had to go to the hospital for several days with her daughter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chris's mother took the baby.
That's fine, Sue.
His sister took Nina's son. So when her daughter gets out of the hospital and she comes home, the sister brings the boy back. Well, a little bit later, somebody's knocking on her door. She was all excited because her baby was back home, going to come back home, and nope, she was served with papers, order protection. She could not be back around her baby. She goes to his mother's house. The stepfather answers the door with a baseball bat. She's very confused, trying to ask what is going on. And he tells her in front of her son and daughter that if they didn't get off of their blankety blank property, that he was going to beat their blankety blank heads in with the baseball bat. Now, this is his family. They plotted together, all of them, to take this baby away from her. She got a lawyer. She's fought it.
Plotted.
7 years later, she's still fighting it. Now,
I'm
during her
still
story,
lost.
we hear
I'm
about
still lost.
how the judge gave her custody of the baby. And she got her baby back. And in the process of handing the baby over, there's a lot of commotion, and him and his family were making it very, very hard for her to leave. She grabbed the baby and her children and went to go into the police house open the doors. They were locked. She could not get in.
Right? Forgotten Whispers?
They finally unlocked it and let her in.
That too, Forgotten Whispers.
She was on a phone call with her lawyer, and her phone service
who
just
is that?
stopped.
Hopefully we'll know. We knows all the things.
Yeah, she can come up. I can't type in the back.
No, you're fine. She's got it. Yeah.
Okay. Did Lolly, did Smiley give you a script at all? Because if she wrote this down for you, you should be reading it.
And I
Just
want to
saying.
know if it was in third person. Please and thank you.
Jeez Louise. All right. Okay, Soup's up here. We'll be up here. They can help control my mouth for today. Okay. I'm trying to be nice. Okay. It's kind of hard when you've got people like this spreading misinformation when it comes to a child. The hell is wrong with you
Yes.
people?
Annabella, I've known you for a while.
Me too.
Annabella, I hate to see you go down that road.
Oh, you want to know who says, how was your Mother's Day? It was her. I'll spoil it.
Annabella?
It was her.
Annabella, come on now, girl. Come on, Annabella. You did? You
We
asked?
get your butt up here. I ain't going to ban you. You ain't going back to jail. Come on, get up here. If Duchess is asking for help, you got to listen to Dutchie. So come on up.
I'm a little shocked that Annabella asked that. How's your Mother's Day? Did she ask that to
She said,
Kate?
she said, how was your Mother's Day?
Well, how you think it is, Annabella?
It'll come up because she's going to do some talking too. After Lolly stops running her trap. Will you tell Wee to get up here? She's afraid I'm going to put her in jail.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to put her in jail. It was after that. I already sent it to you, Dutchie, in your text.
Dutchie, check your DMs every now and again, but I ain't one to talk.
No, she's afraid after that wanted poster I made for her months ago. She's afraid I'm going to put her back in jail. We is.
Oh, that was cute.
It was so cute.
Now, we've learned.
What did you learn?
That Chris, the stepdad, his family have very close ties to law enforcement there in their town.
You sure about that? So what are you saying? Are you saying that because he, using air quotes here, close ties to the law enforcement there, that you think that maybe, and just maybe, I'm just speculating. Look, I can speculate all I want. I don't use allegedly in every fucking sentence.
No,
I'll wash them out.
old.
I know, I'll wash them out. Where's my banner? Where's my banner? All right. I can use speculation all I want, or in my opinion, that you think that maybe their law enforcement's going to let him slide on any, like, whatever it is, that they're not going to even look at him anymore. Is that what you're saying, Lolly? Because he's got close ties. Look, even if I had close ties to my law enforcement and my child was missing, you think that I can just sweet talk them and they ain't gonna look at me no more?
That's not how that works. That's not how
Nope.
any of that works, and that's what she's trying to insinuate. But this is an investigation of a missing child that doesn't just involve your local police department. Now, come on.
No. I see everybody in chat. I love and adore you guys. I do. If I touch anything, I'm gonna get in. Yeah. Soup said no touching anything. No touching buttons. Hey, Dutchie.
Hey y'all, I'm on my phone. I'm just it's Myrtle Beach Bike Week, and this is my time this is like my mini vacation away from this crazy stuff right now. And I have to take lots of deep breaths because this is crazy. And I'm really disappointed in Lolly and Annabella, and along with the 68 other channels that are saying crazy misinformation and lies. 68, y'all. That is incredibly sad. But this is all, I feel like this is just all facilitated by
Yeah, I did
Smiley.
too. Yeah.
Gaslighting. It's a whole gaslit situation, you know. I just don't understand how this helps, because some of these people in this community have lost their children. They're not able to have children. And to know that any one of them could be treated the same way, they would not want to be treated that way. And some of these people are treating families of missing children this way.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, it angers me. And I try not to bring that to my channel, but sometimes I have to. Sometimes I have to take people to church and then to revival, and sometimes I have to baptize them. And
Sometimes
I don't like
you
to have to do that.
open the church doors, Dutchie. The Church of Dutchie is open right now. Okay, well, no, you're on break this week, but when you open the church doors, be proud.
I just feel like that we lack some serious Jesus morals and ethics in this community. And the almighty dollar is what makes everybody holla. Okay, it's not about Sebastian or anything else. It's about something much greater than that. And nobody cares about facts. It's facts over feelings all day long. You can have your feelings, but it don't make it true.
That's a fact. Now, see, that's a fact. I have my feelings, but
Right,
my
me
feelings
too.
do not make any of my feelings. Just they're not facts. They're just feelings. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, and we're all entitled to feel whatever way we want to feel, but to beat somebody up and lie on them and trash them, look up their family and re-victimize them for things that they've been through, call them murderers and threaten them, make missing posters with Katie's face on it saying, "We haven't seen you, Katie. Are you missing?" I mean, this is disgusting to the maximum.
It's getting that stupid.
Yes. Have you not seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to send it. Have you not seen it, Ert? I'm going to have to send you that.
No, I haven't.
Michelle, do you have a copy of that? I think I sent you a screenshot. If Michelle Macklin is still in the chat, she's my admin. She could probably send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
Because it was on somebody's, I think Smiley did it. It's probably on her community wall.
It sounds like a Smiley move.
I mean, between Prayer Garden of America putting Summer's face on.
Oh my God.
And Sebastian, she had him riding a donkey, and Angel, y'all.
You know what? I seen another creator that allegedly with Brittany J last night, she had, or the night before, she had Sebastian like in a Superman outfit with these
Stop
little
it.
animals around him. And I don't know what made these creators think that this is okay or appropriate, but she does it while she gets call-ins about the case. That's how
Jesus,
fucking
I
gross.
missed her
Stop
last night.
it. Oh. And listen, people are dragging Cluminati because she sent Katie roses for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's
And,
horrible.
you know, and I'm like,
That's awful.
no, it's because people think Cluminati is a bad person. You can think about her whatever you want. She really has a good heart. And that was really kind of her to
Oh,
make
I was
sure
being
that she got those flowers delivered to her on Mother's Day. Because let me just tell y'all, she had a terrible day.
Of course she
And
did.
it was hard for her.
Yeah.
And, you know, me and the team, you know, I had, you know, I bought her something for Mother's Day from all of us at Team Duchess. And it's just something that I wanted her to have because right now she needs to be able to hold on to hope, you know, and I just need to let her know that regardless of what these people are saying, only God can judge her. You know, He knows her heart and He knows how much she misses Sebastian. And I told her, I said, you know, the truth is going to come out. And she said, I just want this nightmare to be over. I just want my son to come home. And why can't these people just understand that today is Mother's Day and I don't have my son and they're vilifying me?
It's enough what she's going through, having to deal with a son that is missing. She doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
And then it's Mother's Day on top of that. God, what a living a nightmare.
Yeah, it's hell.
And instead, you know, Lolly and Annabella want to give Chris and Katie the hard-hitting questions.
I saw that title. I saw
Uh-huh.
that title. I don't
Hard-hitting
know
questions,
what
huh?
hard-headed. That's did they ask any hard-hitting questions? And do they think with titles like that you're going to get Chris on your link? He ain't hitting your link. The hard-hitting questions. Who do you think you are?
You don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sid.
No, go ahead, hon.
I was just gonna say, you don't think the TBI and law enforcement didn't hit them with the hard questions? You don't think the polygrapher didn't hit them with the hard questions when they were taking their polygraphs? You don't think those were hard-hitting questions? The hell out of here.
What are these daggone
Hey, it's a pie.
these? Listen, I mean, you can feel how you want about these people with canines, but Chris and Katie don't have to work with anybody but law enforcement. Okay. And number two, I didn't, as soon as I saw the Steph lady on J for Justice, of course, I was blocked already. So they weren't going to hear me. But I mean, it took me 4 minutes.
Oh, there she is. She's here.
Okay.
To find it. You know, it took me 4 minutes to find it, to be able to know that this woman was a fraud.
Oh, the dog handler?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and then you have the other one. I don't know what this thing is about going on the panel and crying about how you're so emotionally upset over this.
Oh, God. That drove me
First of all, I've worked with canine handlers and I've worked with SAR teams on other cases locally where I live. And I know people who train dogs. And I'm just going to tell you, they're not on YouTube. They're not ever going to film what they do and put it on a live stream. They only give it to law enforcement. And they'll never go and talk about any cases that their dogs have ever searched on.
That
and
makes sense.
And that is because that these two people who say they're canine handlers, one is actually a canine handler and one is a fraud. But if you are going to be that person, you cannot have a bias. You must always consider the.
And she keeps dropping.
Cannot be out there bad mouthing one side or the other.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't understand why this is so difficult for people to understand. And then I understand that this particular canine handler was on Brittany J's panel till 3 a.m. this morning. Why?
Are you talking about the one that was on Granny's as well? Did she later on go on?
After she said, I'm going to take Mother's Day off with my family, blah, 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 blah. Yes.
The one snotting on the mic yesterday at Granny's. Okay. After all they said to her, all the advice they gave her, she then goes, okay, I figured.
Oh, she's on a tour.
Yeah.
She went on Clemenati's today, too. And listen, much respect to her. She served in the military. I have respect for anybody who has served this country. I come from a military family, and I respect Chris and Katie. They both served in the military, and I've told them that. But if you come out and insert yourself in a missing kids case and then act like you're doing on social media, I lose respect for you, whether you have credentials or not. It's just the way that it is.
Right.
And I'm probably not going to have anything I'm just going to stay out of it because, I mean, it's all about how you carry yourself and what you're doing out here. Just like with the PIs. You know, yes, private investigator. It doesn't mean that people can't know who you are publicly, but the information and the way you go about handling yourself, the professional code of ethics was busted. How can anybody want to utilize your services when you handle yourself with the way that you do? I mean, how can anybody trust you?
Right. I wouldn't.
No. I'm glad somebody. I was there for a while. I was beginning to think I was the lone soldier in that.
Oh no, ma'am.
I can't. Sometimes I have to laugh to keep from crying, and I've cried a lot. I've cried 3 times this week already because
You have to. You have to. I get it. Sometimes you do have to laugh to keep from crying, or in my case, getting pissed off.
Yeah, because when I cry, it's usually because I'm mad as hell.
Damn.
You keep dropping out, Dutchie.
It's probably because I'm on my Wi-Fi. Hang on, let me switch to mobile.
It's all right, babe. It's all right, Takai. It's on, bruh. It's on.
But I ain't going to sit here in front. The way that they were talking, Lolly and Annabella, that just seemed like some smiley F shit. It really did. It just sounded like it was all coming from Smiley.
Yeah.
And if she wrote them a script, well, you know what? That was a shitty script. Real shitty. I could write a better script than that and have somebody read it out. Anybody could. That looked like some 2nd or 3rd grade level crap.
I just ask people to do some self-reflection. Before you go out and throw stones at other people, maybe you should just and make sure it's in order.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I've learned some lessons on here. I really have.
I have too. I've learned some lessons the hard way.
Yep.
But they won't be forgotten either.
You know, when I came to this sector, I've been on YouTube for a while, but this sector, it was, Summer Wells. And I really had strong opinions about Dawn and Candace. Still do, but I've kind of taken a step back on my feelings over the facts. Not saying Dawn and Candace are amazing people. Don't get me wrong here. You know, 2 things can be true at once. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Exactly. I just had that conversation with somebody today. You know, can you have 2 independent situations? The parents aren't good parents, but they didn't have anything to do with the child going missing. It can happen.
Right.
We have to wait on the facts.
Exactly. And I've learned that definitely with, Dawn and Candace kind of chilling out a little bit on my opinions and things I'll say in chats because I could be wrong. We just
don't really know. But gauge all things, and people can have their thoughts and opinions because I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
I just see which way this is going again. I do, unfortunately.
it makes me
Oh,
sad. I feel like this
they
is like
wanted to do that though. They wanted to connect Summer Wells' case with Sebastian's case from the very beginning. I've watched so many creators, for example, Ziggy and others. They want to connect it to this case so much so that they will make shit up. And then they will point it out to their subscribers and say, oh, doesn't this remind you? And oh, has it gotten that bad yet? Well, you are the people that are perpetuating that. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. So you know that you're doing it.
And 6 Up, don't we already have, just like with in Summer's case, the armies?
Yep.
Y'all know that, you know, the Summer's army, Sebastian's army. To me, those are just
like Prayer Garden says that her channel is Summer's channel.
That
no, it's not.
That ain't
it's
Summer's
ridiculous.
channel.
Summer's army. Ugh. I remember the first time I ever came across that woman. Her thumbnail was Summer and Quentin Simon. It made me want to throw up.
Well, look at her community wall, putting them on little elves and Christmas stuff, St. Patrick's Day stuff. Like, woman, what are you doing in your spare time? Somebody take her devices.
Please.
Dutchie, you keep dropping down. Where do you go when you drop down, Dutchie?
She's going to the moon.
Apparently, I'm going to the moon because that's my thing. I like the moon, and I go there often, and even on panels. It's probably my phone reception. I am going to drop out because we're getting ready to take the motorcycles out. I need to get some fresh salt air in these lungs, so I can just digest this. But
wind therapy, wind therapy.
It's the best. So I plan on getting lots of that in this week because I don't know how much more I can. Every day I wake up and it gets crazier. But I want to just say that I really appreciate everyone that is calling out the bad behaviors, because I just feel like that we have to show more empathy and compassion in these cases, especially where there is no real evidence. Like if there's evidence that comes out, then I mean we have to go with what the evidence says, and I have to trust what law enforcement is doing. And I just appreciate everyone that is standing in the gap for the 68 channels that are spreading lies and misinformation and just hurting Sebastian's mom and stepdad, and I just don't feel like it's helping bring him home, and that's what really the focus needs to remain on. So thank you, Ert, always for allowing me to come up and speak, and it's always good to, and Soup, I just saw your thing on Discord, so I'm going to go over there and accept your friend request. I'm so sorry, I'm terrible.
I am too, Dutchie. That's why I said I can't talk. When it comes to Discord, I get lost still.
Listen, I go to the moon in Discord all the time. Ask Michelle Macklin. I mean, I can't.
Look at Granny.
But we will catch up, I promise.
Hey, Granny.
Love and appreciate all you ladies and everyone in the chat, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.
You too, honey.
Just wind therapy.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
Okay. You know what? Takai. All right, Takai. You know what? You little shithead. I'm going to get you.
He's now, ready. She's ready for a debate.
Oh, he is. I was on panel
too.
Oh, he's going to get one too. All right, Takai. You know what? When I'm ready for that debate, you'll be the first to know, and it'll be on my time when I feel like it. Okay. And you'll know. I'll tag you. So be ready. You better practice, because I can get real loud. I can blow eardrums.
Mine's already blown. Let's not do that again.
There you go. Her eardrums are already blown.
Can we go ready, bro?
I'm here for the hard hitting questions.
That's what I was
Me
going to say, 6 up.
I'm
gonna
Are
like,
you ready?
hard hitting questions. I am down with that. I want
Let's
to
get
hear
into it. Let's get into these hard hitting questions with
And-
Ert.
And Carrie, love you too. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, honey. Let's go.
Let's get it.
And Chris made a threat on a phone call that was recorded. And he says, I will meet her and I will bring Bobby and Randy. I don't remember the exact names, but I believe it was Bobby and Randy with me. Now,
Can someone tell me who Bobby and Brandy are? Because those are new names to me.
These are all new names. Yep.
I don't know who these people are.
That's okay.
So anybody knows, let me know.
he's talking about 2 police officers that he feels so comfortable and knows so well that he's calling them by their first names, not Officer Smith or, Officer Brown. No, it's not that. He's calling them first names because that's how comfortable he is with them. Now, you got to remember, this is a man who, since the very first interview that was done, he took the lead. He talked. He told the story. He told what happened. He told how Sebastian was, who he was.
So Granny says they're names of cops, but he did not name them by name.
Okay.
Thank you, Granny. Hey, Tia, honey. Yeah, it's going to get a little bit more wild, Tia.
He did 90% of the talking. We know from what he has said, what the mother has said, he wasn't even there. But yet, the mom is out riding around looking for the son and calls the stepfather, not the father. My first instinct, I think, would be to call the child's real father and ask him, has he contacted you? Has he said anything to you?
I don't know. I mean, I would call my husband probably first thing. I mean, yeah, you would need to call the father too, but he wasn't staying at the father's house during this time, was he?
No, and I
don't
think I
think
would.
so.
I think I would probably call. I mean, I hate that we all are sitting here thinking about what we would do because
I know.
really we don't know how we would act in that situation unless it happened to us. And everybody's going to act differently, just like every autistic child is different. So is every victim of crime or whatever. They're going to react differently. Some people could call their mom. They may call their mother first.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, mom.
Yep.
You never know.
You never know. Yep.
Yeah, no, I just looked at my notes. No, I'd be calling. No, that didn't happen. No, I'd be calling my guy, call my best friend. Hell, I'd call Six. I'd call Soup. I'd call Wee Frosty. Even
I definitely call my husband and probably my mother. But I mean, that doesn't mean that the man needs to be locked up. But okay, I'll hush.
You're okay.
Was there any red flags that you heard? Because if there were red flags at all, if there was anything he mentioned about wanting to get away, that would be important to know. And he talked to his dad pretty regular. So I would be calling the father, not the stepfather. But the stepfather and the mother do a 3-way call. Not to 911, but to the sheriff's department.
Oh, God.
So
we're splitting hairs.
Mom's on mute. Of course, the dad.
Yeah.
The stepdad does all the talking. Now, with the first interview
Grandma,
that this mother and stepfather did was on a YouTube channel. The second one they did was on YouTube. And I believe it was Smiley's that was the second interview. And
there's no believing. It was on Smiley's, dummy.
We all saw it, so come on now.
Don't play dumb.
Okay.
Dude, I could go back and what am I going to find? Am I going to find you in that chat? I bet you I will. Probably not, but I can almost guarantee you maybe 50% I will find you in that chat. I bet you I'll find Annabella in there.
And from there, they just, or should I say, he has been on several other channels.
Define several.
When he started this camaraderie with YouTube creators, he thought, you know, he was going to have fun with this.
I bet you they all wish they never.
But we're not all stupid, because every time they went on a different person's channel, there was a whole complete different story that was being told. And you got to question it. You have to question when there are other stories being told.
I have to seriously question you.
How different were the stories, though? Or are we splitting hairs again here?
We're definitely splitting hairs. There's a lot of splitting hairs.
I mean, a story will never be told the same way over and over and over again. I mean, the truth will, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you may leave something out that you told somebody else. It's not going to be cut, copy, paste every time. I guess that would depend on how different the story was. I don't know.
Well, what it depends on is whether these people think that you're telling the truth or you're not. Once they have a bias against you, it's like it's tearing apart every move that you make. And I cannot imagine going through that and then having people on the internet tearing every single move I make apart.
If I was a mother of a missing child, I would not breathe in YouTube's direction, and I wouldn't want them breathing in mine.
No, absolutely. I agree. And I sure as hell wouldn't want them standing outside my home either.
Okay, Granny said exactly, because the story never changed. Okay, thank you.
And people have asked. They've asked about him. Now, Chris's favorite line, I think, is, now, come on, I'm here. I came here. Give me the hard questions. So, on the chance that Christopher Proudfoot and Miss Katie Proudfoot are listening, you have an open invitation to come over here, because I have the hard questions.
Well, of course. Hard ones? I doubt it.
How long are we in this? I've got it on. Okay, I recorded this at 1.5. We're only 13 minutes in. Where are the hard questions? Y'all are just talking shit.
Thank you, Infamous Truth Teller. They gifted 5 memberships, sir.
I'm trying not to push too many buttons. Sorry. I've been told not to push too many buttons. Oh, thank you, Infamous Truth Teller. I appreciate it, honey. Thank you so much.
Right, Johnson. Like Six Up laughed. She laughed about that. I get it. The open invitation. Well, what's that going to do for you? It's not going to do anything for the parents. It's going to do something for your channel, though. Let's just call a spade, huh?
Right. If you guys received a membership from Infamous Truth Teller, please thank her for that. Again, thank you, Infamous Truth Teller. I appreciate it, honey.
Love to be the person to ask you the hard questions.
Oh, God.
Now, all the different stories that are out there, all the different versions, you get one time she heard a small noise, and that was that. The next time she heard a thud, and that was that. The next time she goes onto another panel down the road, she hears a thud. She asked Sebastian, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yes." The next time, it turns into a whole daggum conversation. But I'm here to tell you, if your child come up missing, there's not one of us in chat right now that would not remember every detail of what happened leading up to there. You would go over that story 100,000,001 times in your head.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
I would like to say that I'm not a doctor. I don't even have a degree. I have a good enough diploma. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. I'm not that educated, but I'm going to tell you that in times of trauma, you may not remember. There's actually a thing that can happen. You can dissociate and push out memories, and those cannot maybe not come back. You know, it's just crazy that these people that claim to be fucking victim advocates want to sit there and victim bash. It's wild to me.
And say, for a matter of fact, you would remember every detail. I've been through some traumatic events in my life. I promise you, I don't remember every detail.
Same here.
And there are some traumatic events that you unfortunately do remember every detail of.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You know? I mean,
ALFT.
but for somebody to speak on what somebody would or would not remember and feel, that grinds my gears. And these people do it all the time. They talk about how Katie should have felt and how she did feel. How do you know? How would you know that?
You wouldn't.
Sorry. You wouldn't.
I swear, it's like you guys think you know more than the parents do. It's funny. Are you guys living in their heads? Do you guys walk around inside their heads on a daily basis? Do you know what they're thinking? Do you know what they're thinking when they go to bed at night? Do you know what they're thinking when they wake up in the morning? Do you know what their thought process is all day? No, you don't.
I mean, in the chats, there's people like Scott H calling the family evil. What?
God. Evil?
Right. They're evil?
Okay,
I mean, okay.
Okay, that's a little dramatic. Calm down, buddy. I like what Center said. It's called dissociative amnesia. It's far more common than remembering every detail.
Now, when there's somebody that goes through a traumatic situation, a lot of people can forget about it, dwell on it, or just simply put it out of their memory. Now, for me, I don't dwell on mine. I just threw mine out. I don't think about it. I don't talk about it. I don't do anything about it, but it does not consume my life. I don't let it. A lot of people don't have that ability. I do. But I'm not patting myself on the back and saying, good job, Earth. No. But why would I let what happened to me control my life? No, you know why? Because I'm here. I'm here every day. But it is what it is. We have to move on. People get help for their problems. And we just go on about our everyday normal lives.
Hey,
you either let it consume your life or you don't. Hey, Quizzical. So.
Earth, do you not have headphones in?
I do. It's right here. Okay, hold on. I'm going in and out, aren't I?
Yeah.
No, you're like clicking. Like I can hear.
Yeah.
Okay. It's up at 200. That's 200. It's in and out. So that's as far as it's going to go. It might be StreamYard because I was having this problem the other night on my friend's panel.
No, what it sounds like to me is like that you're not on your headphones because like I hear like somebody, you know how you can hear when somebody's like moving their phone or whatever because they're like using their device as their microphone. That's what it sounds like. So I didn't know if your headphones were connected or not.
Sound like this?
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Well, it's more like Morse code. It's
right there, which you just did.
Yeah.
That was it. Sorry.
Oh, I don't hear any.
Everybody.
It's okay. I don't hear anything. So you guys are hearing it, not me. Wow.
Right.
Okay. Yep. I'll try not to move.
That's bad though. You can't even move. Don't move.
I can tell you
don't touch any buttons. Don't move.
Don't spin.
Okay. Who wants control of the video? I'll just send it to them. They can control it, and I'll just sit back.
Can I do that? I'll do it.
You got it. I'll send it to you.
Gotta do that.
I'll just sit back. Okay, technical difficulties. Like I said, I was having this problem the other night on my friend's panel. I was having some major issues. His StreamYard was messed up. Everybody was having issues. Okay, I sent it to you, 6.
Your sound's good though, and your voice, like your voice, you sound amazing.
Oh God, I hope so. I have it at 200.
I
All
don't
right,
like to use a lot of devices when I go live. To me, they just cut like microphones, headphones, this phone, that phone. They aggravate the shit out of me. I just do it from the PC.
Eliza said there's no way that Earth can sit still. It's impossible for her.
It is.
How do you know, Eliza? I'm just kidding.
It's so true.
I know, right?
how do you guys know?
We love you, Ert.
I know. I love you guys too.
I'm so glad you picked this one to review because it did. It came across my recommendations last night. I do not remember Lolly, but I was subscribed to her. Still am. So I started watching it, about 10 minutes of it. And I'm looking for hard-hitting questions, and I'm just not seeing any. So
All right, I'll take this down. We're at the 14-minute mark.
I was just about to ask you where you at. Hold on. All right. Yep, the title of this live is I Have Hard Questions for Chris Proudfoot. But I don't know if we're going to hear him. 14 minutes, you said?
Yeah, because I recorded it because I'm not going to play her live stream in case she is watching, because you know how they are. If you're reviewing their actual live stream, they're going to private it.
God, you're clicking again.
Well, I mean, if they do, at least we know that you have it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you don't, you know, that's up to you. Do you want to play it from, I mean, I'm playing it directly from the channel.
okay. I have it on, it's on 1. I put it on 1.5, so if it's on 1.5,
right.
we're at 14.
Okay.
We are covered under fair use.
We are. Here we go.
She could not be back around her baby.
Jet coming to it.
She goes to his mother's house. The stepfather answers the door with a baseball bat. She's very confused, trying to ask what is going on. And he tells her in front of her son and daughter that if they didn't get off of their blankety blank property, that he was going to beat their blankety blank heads in with the baseball bat.
All right, we heard this part already.
Now, this is his family.
I would skip about 5 minutes.
They plotted together.
Yeah.
All of them. With Smiley's. That was the second interview.
Yeah, we were about right.
And
yeah.
Here, give me the hard questions. So,
there we go.
On the
hard
chance
questions
that Christopher Proudfoot and Miss Katie Proudfoot are listening, you have an open invitation to come over here because I have the hard questions for you.
Yeah, right. Now with that look,
to be the person to ask you the hard questions. Now, all the different stories that are out there, all the different versions, you get one time she heard a small noise and that was that.
Eliza.
The next time she heard a thud and that was that. The next time she goes onto another panel down the road, she hears a thud. She asked Sebastian, are you okay? He said, yes. The next time it turns into a whole daggum conversation. But I'm here to tell you, if your child come up missing, there's not one of us in chat right now that would not remember every detail of what happened leading up to there. You would go over that story 100,000,001 times in your head. I can tell you every minute of the day leading up to that night before I lost my son. I've played it over and over and over and over in my head. And anytime throughout that day, you can ask me, what were you doing at 2 o'clock? Well, Austin called me about 2:10. I could tell you because it's something I'll never forget. Something I got just etched into my brain because that was the last time I saw him. But we have a mother here that, I mean, she randomly remembers new things.
Right, Eliza?
And I'm sorry, but any person with common sense says, something's not right here. Something's not right. It's been...
It's definitely not right. What's not right is you just got a $20 super chat while you're discussing a missing child.
Right.
That's what's not right about it. And yeah, Eliza, 100 million and one times.
Look, I'm sympathetic to the fact that you lost your child. Okay, I am sympathetic
Definitely.
for that.
Yeah.
When when another mother loses their child and they go missing, the shock is overwhelming. They're not thinking about what happened leading up to that day, what they were doing that day, what food they had, what clothes they were wearing.
Granny. Good.
Granny. Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine.
Can you imagine if all these content, we'll call them content creators, but I'm being nice over here. If we did this to them and their tragedies, can you imagine?
Be crucified for it. We would definitely be crucified for that if we did that. But that's not what we do. Now, look, a mother would be in shock. Okay, they're not thinking about anything else but their child. So their brain is going to be scrambled, wondering where their child is, where their child wandered off to, who took their child. There's going to be a million and one things going through that parent's mind. They're not going to wonder what they ate, what they were wearing, what they did, where they went, what grocery store they went to. They're not going to be thinking about that. So don't compare the two. Okay, please don't do that. That's not right.
Forgotten Whispers. I had one child that went missing for maybe all of 10 minutes in a flea market one time. And they shut it down. They got everybody together and went and found her. But I had told them that she was wearing Winnie the Pooh overalls when they were, in fact, Mickey Mouse overalls. So just want to put that out there.
I don't like comparing tragedies either. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, of course we're all gonna do it, like in our head, like think about what we would do. You kind of, what would I? But I don't want to think about that. I want to be proactive in that. If something like that happens, I want to know what I should do right away. But first thing would not be go to YouTube.
Crystal, I'm sorry for your loss, honey. My prayers and thoughts are with you, hon. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was some epic thunder that was in the background. Is that you, Sue?
That was a jet. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was you.
I was
gonna say that is you. Okay, Sue. Sue sent you the link, honey. If you're ready to come up.
Woohoo! I'm gonna press play.
Thank you, sir. Super sweet. And while I'm on pause, welcome everybody that's come in. Thank y'all for being here, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. But you have so many variations. You have so many times that you see the real father out searching, and yet the real mother and the stepdad are off searching for new motorcycles, telling lies about going to a motorcycle rally opening thing, blah, blah, blah. It didn't happen. And I believe Justin's the one that popped that bubble on that one. But they're not searching.
And you all believe what the yellow fella said?
It's said 100 times, and I'll say it again. Okay. One more time. No one is going to search
somebody's bubble on that.
When they already know where it's at.
Well, Dolly,
your favorite pair
out of my bubble
that you just bought. You're not going to search the whole house over if you know exactly where you put it.
Huh?
Wow. Tara
Thank
just
you,
gave
Tara.
$9.99 super sticker, super chat.
Oh, Tara, thank you. You're so sweet, Tara. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're such a sweetheart. Okay, now what do you want, Tara? I'm just joking. I have to mess with her. I love Tara.
That's coffee for everybody. Thank you, Tara.
Yep.
We's making coffee right now. I just know it.
Oh, I've got a big old cup right here, honey. Mama Earth over here went to Starbucks. Sure did. I was going to need it for this. Yeah. And I'm already turning red. And my face is on fire because of these two.
You're not going to go searching. And in my opinion, they know exactly where he's at.
Do you really know?
Because they know.
That's a bold statement.
And it
That
seems
is
like
really bold.
Do you really know where he do you really know that they know where he is? Do you? Okay, prove that they know where he's at. I'll wait. Well, I'll wait. Prove it. Don't sit on your ass behind that screen. Prove it. You, Annabelle, that bitch in the chat, Smiley, prove it. Or shut the fuck up. Because you don't know anything. I'll shut up now.
the stepfather who likes to talk a lot. I mean, I think this guy's in love with himself, personally. But yeah, he likes to talk, and he likes to talk to women. He will go on a woman's channel. He's been invited to talk to Justin. He's been invited to talk to Josh, I believe. I don't know how many others, but hadn't happened yet that we know of. And if you don't like what you're saying, okay, instead of saying, hey, come on now, let's not go there. That's a little harsh. You get your ass chewed out. He cusses you. Seems like the C word is one of his favorites to use. The F word. Yeah, that's another favorite word he likes to use. And yeah, anything he can say to tear a woman down, to put her in her place, as he feels it is his place to do. He seems to be a man of control. He seems to be a man who has to be able to spin the narrative his way.
Is she talking about Chris?
Like I said,
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
The only person that I know that's doing a lot of talking is Seth. He's the only one that's on several channels talking.
And it's so strange because Chris is the one that puts out the most misinformation and drama and bullshit. In my opinion, every time I see that guy, he's putting out something else that is harming his own child. So why aren't they going for Seth? Why?
Because you know how this is. It's got to be a good guy and there's got to be a bad guy. So they're not going to call it across the board, the behavior. They'll ignore one's behavior if they're getting what they need from the other. We've seen this.
Correct, Granny.
Yep.
Because I've only heard that one word come out of that man's mouth one time.
Listen, all you have to do is go to the Labs channel. Not promoting, just saying where it's at. Not Chris. Seth goes up on panel with Trev Time and the Lab, Josh, and they bullshit. And it's the first time he had him up on panel. You listen to that one live stream of Seth and come back and tell me that Chris Proudfoot is the bad guy. This was soon after. It was soon after, too, that this child went missing. This man was over there with his, friend talking about putting body hair in people's food. Ew, and nobody batted a fucking eye. People sat over there in that chat and worshipped him. It's fucking weird.
Oh, God. See, we've seen this before. This is what they do. It's whoever is cooperating with them that they'll make all the passes for.
Yep.
I mean, y'all don't want me to go into the shit that Bullhorn said, what Molly said in the yard of Quentin Simon's house. you don't want me to go into that because
What
I
they
will
said
literally
to
trigger the
Dawn and
hell.
Candace. What they
Right.
said directly to Dawn and Candace. I mean, Molly stood on at his job and
Yeah.
told Candace that she murdered her child.
I
mean,
remember that.
And I'll keep this one clean. What Bullhorn said about Quentin, wondering what he looked like in a plastic, or
Oh,
what he looked
God,
like in a
okay.
field. I kept it clean. She
Yeah,
went
no,
into greater
I
detail.
just had a flashback of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but see, there's more because it gets a little bit more graphic, and this was all done on a live stream. So there you go.
thank you, Granny's watching. And I haven't seen that, but I've heard that, and I've heard a lot of things come out of Seth's mouth because I've been watching. I mean, I watch this trash at night. It's what I do, and it blows me away. Blows me away. Nobody is saying a thing about the man that is his child. You guys keep reminding everybody that Seth is the real father. He's the real father. Okay.
Yeah, I quit watching after the whole essay story came out. I quit watching. I had to go and get a list of the channels that Seth has been on and gallivanting around. So I went back and I started rewatching. Why aren't you guys going after him? Oh, it's because he's a biological father. Oh, right. Okay, good to know. But no, you guys just want to find problems with the stepdad. Got it. When you got one bitch over there who thinks Chris Proudfoot sprayed Seth down with the pressure washer. Y'all are just dumb. Y'all can't be helped. No therapist would ever help you guys if you ever checked into seeing a therapist.
Yes, they would, Earth.
I'm just saying. I'm
Therapy.
being an asshole.
Is important. Get you
I
some.
know. I'm just being an asshole.
Mr. Proudfoot, I sure got some questions for you.
I got some questions for you. Why don't you
And
hop your
yeah,
ass over here?
They do pertain to finding Sebastian. Because you see, when we ask questions that has to do with you or your character or your wife and her character about your home life, yeah, that does have to do with Sebastian because he's part of that. So whatever I have to ask you, just know, yeah, it has to do with finding Sebastian.
Incoming.
Because you're not searching. And so that all we can do is assume you're not going to search for something you know where it is, right? You were the first person to rush to the, oh no, that's not Sebastian in that photo. No, that's not him. But yet his two parents, who he has their DNA, said it possibly could be him.
Wow.
It looked very familiar.
Wow. Hello, everybody.
Well, hello, my little caffeine fiend friend.
Hi, you furry little cutie pie.
Look, I always need more coffee, and especially listening to this, it almost like it saps the life force from you because you're just like, this is too much. This is way too much.
Most.
Right.
Oh, the absolute most.
Thank you, Granny, because I was sorry. I was just wondering, did Katie ever say that? Thank you.
Yeah, that is Lolly, one of Annabella's close friends. She has her own channel, and yeah, this is not good. Again, it's the reason why I keep bringing up Eve recently, because there's been a whole lot of people with a whole lot of things to say about the way that Eve covered Michael Vaughan's case and about how terrible she is and all of this stuff. I literally challenge any of you, anybody, to take the sum total of Eve's content, no matter where you can find it. These two that are on the panel have said way more horrific stuff in one live stream than Eve has said in nearly 3 years. Make it make sense, please.
Right.
I just don't get this. I don't get this. And yet the very people that were vilifying Eve for everything that she has said are also the same people who are out here saying the most about this family. It's wild.
Isn't it?
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm
And
like,
then
what
these
is
two just come on the scene. Like, where'd you two come from?
right? Wiki wiki.
Hey, Frank. Jean, who do you think is looking for Sebastian? You don't think the police and TBI aren't looking for him? Of course, the police department and TBI are looking for him.
Imagine all the like manufactured tips and the tips that have been they come from people off YouTube watching some things they've seen and calling TBI, just like with Summer. People overwhelm law enforcement with a bunch of BS from social media, and that too takes up a lot of their time. I wish people would realize that. So every time somebody goes live, you know how you say something in chat, somebody believes it, they go and they take it to another. I've seen it happen over and over and over. And then people are calling law enforcement and saying, oh, did you look into this? Did you see that? And it takes up their time when they really should be looking for not just Sebastian, but everybody who's missing. It's taking their time.
Right. That's very different from a valid lead, as in if you yourself have witnessed something, you yourself have heard something within your daily life that has made an impact on you that you think that could be useful to law enforcement. Not that you've been sitting watching YouTube. It- no, they don't need that. That's not helpful to them. And Jane Saltzman, I know you are
I cannot.
desperately in need of attention, but
Right. I cannot.
law enforcement do not cover the actual searches of an active missing person for good reason, because law enforcement doesn't want them to do that. That's why they will stand away from a certain place. They will not give away the exact locations. You might get a little bit of stock footage that was taken days earlier for good reason. So I'm sorry that you don't know that, but maybe go and brush up on some, investigation 101 and see if that helps you. This isn't the place for you.
I don't think anybody's mad, Gene.
No.
It just seemed like there was a little bit of intent there. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not
That's
coming
fine.
across, Jane. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, they don't cover active searches. Not in that way.
No.
It just
Well,
doesn't happen.
they wouldn't know where they are unless law enforcement, when they want to they'll have like a public information officer will alert the media, like, we want you to come, go ahead and take pictures. Okay. They're not going to tell them and alert the media every time they're out looking for this kid. They're just not.
No.
We're not owed anything. That's what another thing that is
Yeah.
so weird to watch on this platform is people who think that they are owed something by law enforcement or by the media or by the parents or by anybody. You're not owed a fucking thing. Nothing is owed to you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
never owed anything. I'm sorry.
Granny said that Jean is a good person. I think her comment was misinterpreted. Okay.
I can
know
be
how to
big
say
enough. All right, hold on. I can apologize for myself because it's not anybody else's to give. Jane, I apologize, but it was 3 comments, so I do apologize to you for taking it in the incorrect way. I am sorry. Can we start again? I apologize because I know that that's not nice when somebody does that to you from panel, but I read it completely differently, so I apologize to you.
And I do apologize as well. I misinterpreted your questioning as well.
I've done it plenty of times, misread a comment. It happens.
Yeah, it's hard to hear somebody's tone.
Yeah.
And all that. I get it. All right, ladies, I'm pressing play.
Thank you.
Okay.
Warning.
So, Miss Katie, honey, You need to speak up for your child.
Stop calling her
You need to stand
honey.
up and get a backbone.
Wow.
A backbone that supports your son. You
don't have
carried
one.
that child in your belly for 9 months.
You're
And-
actually pregnant for 10 months, but
You're the only real mother he has.
Oh, wow.
But we don't hear from you. You know, I thought it was kind of funny when you said that, you know, that picture that was taken of y'all looking for motorcycles the day that there was a vigil for your son, it was taken a while back. Like, how far back? Because y'all were both wearing t-shirts with Sebastian on them. And it wasn't a t-shirt saying, I'm the proud parent of Sebastian.
I've heard this
It was
exact
a
speech
t-shirt
before.
that was saying, have you seen my son?
Mhm.
Basically. So it wasn't that old of a picture. Exactly, Justin. Who doesn't look for their child?
Oh God,
I would give anything.
Ooh, yellow fella
There
was
was a
in the chat.
possibility for my son to
I
still
see
be
him.
alive.
What's going on,
my
yellow
ass would
fella?
be out there every single day looking. I would never leave my home because he might have be able to walk through the door. And if there's a chance of that, I don't care how many death threats I have. I don't care if anybody that wants to threaten me, bring it on. Because I'm here to tell you, you're not going to stand between a mother and a child.
Oh, please pause.
Except for maybe Katie.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you got to do what she tells you.
Well, I didn't. I asked. My God, you are confusing the heck out of me today. I ask a thing, and then you make it like an order, and then somebody says a thing, and I don't know.
You're good.
I do
Sure.
everything she tells me.
She made coffee.
Okay.
You let her drink her coffee at least first.
Right? Let me have my coffee, and then it'll be all right. It's wild to me that they keep inserting this weird little narrative of real parents and not real parents.
I keep hearing that too. Yeah.
That in itself is really strange and kind of pathetic. But then the way that she makes these statements about Kitty Proudfoot, and again, it's not to vilify or attack one parent or another, but again, compare that to the Michael Vaughan case. If anyone came out and made a statement like that about Michael Vaughan's family, the place would be in an uproar. So is it okay when you don't like them? It's okay whenever you don't like them to say things, just like with the Wells, same scenario. And again, just as Soup said earlier, I learnt my lesson the hard way. I said some slick shit. I know that'll not surprise anyone. At the start of the Summer Wells case, but then I learned that I was being led around by the snout from certain
In my
creators
own-
who were selling you a story. They're selling you what they want you to hear.
That, and I will say their own behavior on YouTube as well did
Oh yeah.
catch my attention. But like I said, I was my feelings on them aren't facts. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that they did anything. I still ain't fans of Dawn nor Candace, but I have no proof that they've done anything. And I see where you're going, Wee.
There was another creator recently, it was to do with a totally different subject, but in a moment of anger that I can, relate to when things get all out of control, that you say something. We all can do that. You've witnessed me doing it just a moment or two ago. But this creator had said some very unfortunate things, and unfortunately, one of the ladies that she was saying it about passed within 24 hours, passed away. That doesn't go away then. That's stuck with you forever. You will be forever the person that those were your last words to that person. And even if you don't like them, even if you don't support them, no matter what it is, maybe just reconsider that. You know, if you're cursing somebody out of their name or making such horrible statements, you can't take those back. You can't. It's but we've learned nothing apparently. Now we're just carrying on, just doing more shit to more people.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I keep saying, I've seen this film before. I swear I have. It's on repeat. It's just the same thing. And new creator, or let me say channel holders, they just keep popping up. It's going to be a cycle. It's not going to stop.
No, it won't. And it's just going to be the same people. Me, you, Soup, Six Up, we, Savage, and people in the chat calling them out.
And it'll always be like this, too. There'll always be those sides, you know. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. And in the middle, lost, are the children that are still missing.
It is a pick and choose when it comes to children. Which ones are going to make them the most money when it comes to tragedy pimps and bad actors? It is very sad.
Yep.
Discovering for certain that some of the so-called facts released about CPS and the Wells boys was completely speculation and lies, and the fake foster parents' friend was a setup lord.
Yeah. I mean, look how nasty that got. For views. Essentially, that's what it was for views.
Welcome back, COVID.
Right, if you were a suspicious person, you might believe that's what Lolly and Annabella here are doing. Exactly that. The thing that they have witnessed happen before in order to...
I don't have to be suspicious to know that that's what they're doing. I know. That's my opinion. That is exactly what they're doing.
Mystery, that's true. That's another problem that'll always happen is new subscribers. You'll get a new turnover of new subs that are none the wiser. They don't know anything about the channel holder. And they're just like, well, they're nice. They just care. They say that they're Summer's army. And yeah, that'll keep happening too. That too.
They're searching and they got hard-hitting questions, and we're here to hear them.
Right.
We haven't heard them yet.
But there's questions. And there are questions that I know I have.
I've got some for you.
Like.
And Annabella.
I'm not afraid of him. Not a bit. Not worried about him getting mad. You know, it just seems like when you get mad, when I ask questions that may be a little too touchy for you.
Kathy Gordon in the chat. Kathy Gordon is Ziggy's friend that she went and married Fred Hill at her house and all that. She's in the chat and she says, the Wells all over again. Not looking, cussing, and acting like they don't give a rat's crack. It's the Wells all over again? Really? I don't find the connection at all. But go on. Brainwashed much? I mean, God.
Yep.
Or is it that it's a little too close to the truth? So at the end of the day, Sebastian is missing.
We know.
Sebastian is the one not here.
His parents.
He's the one that is number one important in this story.
Duh.
This unfortunate story that we have to talk about today that has been talked about since February.
Why do you need to talk about it? That
poor child is somewhere. And one of my questions is,
what is it?
Were you trying to get him out of the way before the court case?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did your mom want your daughter back so bad that she helped with the plan?
Oh my God.
What? Because
are you
like
fucking kidding me?
Did I hear that correctly, Six Up?
Mm-hmm. Do you need me to rewind?
Please do.
Okay.
See, I stopped after this. I walked away. I couldn't listen anymore, and then
And
I came back to
questions
Annabella.
is,
This is a hard-hitting question, guys.
were you trying to get him out of the way before the court case? Did your mom want your daughter back so bad that she helped with the plan?
Oh my God.
Because it seems like that's already happened. And it could always happen again, right?
What?
Because you screwed up and said you didn't want him around your daughter. There's a mattress in the garage. And by golly, I'm here to tell you.
What? There's a mattress in the garage?
Well, that solved the case.
What?
There you
Case
go.
closed. Right? What?
They
Let's all
were
go
so
home.
How many
They
people
were-
in the chat have a mattress thrown in their garage? I'm just asking for a friend. I mean,
About
Well-
everybody.
they weren't exactly desperate to hide it. And again, that's where there has to be a whole flip reverse of, if you think they pulled this off, they somehow left that there in plain sight. And it could be all of the things. The point is, we don't know. We don't have any information. Law enforcement know certain things that we don't. We cannot. We should not know. We'll not get to hear half of that until something goes to court. And even then, you don't get all of the information they know. This is insane.
Toe Beans, this is a channel called Lolly. What, y'all? I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Lolly,
God.
Beautifully unbroken.
Lolly, Beautifully Unbroken, and her co-host is Annabella.
Lord, give me the strength.
I'm gonna press play.
Hey, y'all.
What?
I gave Soup full permission to tell me to pipe it down if I get a little too out of control.
But we can't
Forgot-
mute you. You can only mute us.
Forgotten Whispers, it's not a new bed. It was given to them by another family member, and that's why it was in the garage. But yeah, it was there for everybody to see, including law enforcement and the news. You could see it on the news.
Lolly, go live.
That's a comment of the
day. Petty
Nice.
Sinner.
Nice one, Sinner. That's a comment of the day. Good one, Sinner.
If I was to find out that you made that baby sleep on a mattress outside in the garage because he could not control his bladder,
God.
I think I'm going to be there in court and watch
You
them
ain't
walk
going
you
nowhere.
out
Shut up.
to your jail cell. Because that is going to be about the same as Sebastian felt being put out in the garage. If that is true at all,
What the fuck?
It's not true.
you're going to have a long time to remember doing that. You're going to have a long time to sit and think about what you did. Because you see, a child doesn't walk on your front porch, Katie and Chris. And Chris, they don't just disappear. But those were your words.
Oh, pause.
Those were
Again-
your casual.
Mm.
I'll let Lee go first.
She says all of this, claiming to be a Christian woman who espouses Christian values,
Oh, God.
putting this burden on somebody that, if you have said this, you're going to have to live with it. Well, that goes the same for you, Lolly.
Yeah.
Exactly the same for you. What if it turns around tomorrow that they catch whoever has done something, or Sebastian has run away, or any of the other things? You're going to have that on your conscience forever. These things that you're saying, and they're
Thinking about that. Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. What happens when, because, I mean, at some point, but let's just say, for argument's sake, he was found. You have said all these things, and you've said them so matter of fact, too. Like, you're sold. You're convinced. That
Well, I think that comes from the connection to Smiley for the most part, because Smiley has certainly been stating the same thing, like it's fact, and so is Justin, etc., etc. I would love to see where their corroborating information is. I know I haven't seen any from any of them, but okay.
And I actually believe that a lot of them, if we find out whatever happened to Sebastian, we find out they will still go with their. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen recently with the Micah Miller case. People still go with whatever narrative. They'll be like, what if? But what if? But what if this? What if, it just continues on in another way. They just find another way,
This is this over the top play acting that they care more and are disgusted more and will do more. It's sickening. Join an amateur dramatic society and get it out of your system. You are disgusting. Agreed.
Yeah, the virtue signaling is fucking gross. And there's a lot of it going on over there.
Yep.
I was just going to ask if this is Slimy Sister.
He walked out on my front porch and he just disappeared. Impossible.
It's not impossible. Have you ever watched Missing 411?
It doesn't
I
happen
have.
that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I got questions. And they're not easy ones to answer. They're going to be pretty rough.
That's because you don't know how to ask
But it's the kind of questions we need to get down to and get answered so that we, as a whole community, can help find
Pause, please.
the truth.
Yes.
What community is your community? True bullshit? Because that's what it is. True bullshit. You're not true crime. It's more like true slanderous to me. True crime, true slime, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You ain't shit. Thank you, Thor. You got me saying slimy.
Okay,
Smiley. Here I go again, saying slimy again. Smiley ain't shit. Brittany J ain't shit. Justin Farrell ain't shit. None of you ain't shit. You guys don't know how to do any online investigating or research. Why don't you just find a different community and just leave the sleuthing to actual people that put out the real facts?
Oh, they're good at investigating things. They're good at investigating things if it's other YouTube users or their fellow mods and things. They're good at investigating then.
Yeah. Now you guys see why I was kicked out of Facebook groups. Because of people like you. So it sounds like all the full Pearl. Yeah, you only want drama. You couldn't handle being over.
They won't
She's
pass
gonna go
on
to
the
court.
back. Yeah, it's the same shit. Thank you for all you do. They like seeing that in the comments, the pats on the backs and all that. Where's Sebastian's army or whatever it is today, tomorrow? It's the same. I see it all the time.
The comments left under this stream were gross. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Well, we can look at comments too.
I like comments.
Because you see, he has another parent.
I love comments.
And that parent
Me too.
is suffering because he doesn't have his child. And my heart goes out to that parent because I miss my child every day. And I don't have a chance to go look for my child. So, Miss Annabella, honey.
Oh my God.
So, I've had my rant. Once I get started, it's hard to stop. So, I'm going to let you take it from here.
See, I'm more, I understand the frustrations with him. I mean, he has showed us exactly who he is and how he communicates so poorly with other people. He's. I'm not going to talk too much about him because I was taught if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. So that's my time said about Chris. As a mother of sons, my questions are more for Katie.
You should have just taken that tiara off.
That's where, as a mother, a single mother.
Oh God,
of Sebastian, you try to protect your child from anything and anybody that could be harmful to them, emotionally, physically, in all of the ways.
No shit, Sherlock. Why don't you tell some we don't know?
You're supposed to be extremely selective with what you subject your child to. So, with that being said, what were her standards with Mr. Littlefoot?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I don't understand.
Oh please,
God.
Again, she is now. I say she, Annabella. Everything that you claim to have stood for until this point is now being ruined by your own mouth, because you are falling into exactly the same pit hole, and it's more than a rabbit hole, it's a pit hole, a cavern of disaster, because you're now giving the parents of a missing child nicknames. Even if you don't like them, give them their actual name. Let people know who you're speaking about. You don't need to disparage people in that way. Why would somebody rock up to answer your questions when you're going to address them in this way?
They're not. And I don't think, y'all thought about this. Did they really want them to even come on there? They knew, I think they had to have known in doing this that they weren't even going to come on their live stream.
I think they maybe thought they could bait him into coming up.
And what would they have done had he came up?
Clutched their pearls and been shocked and appalled.
Yep.
Gaslit the hell out of the dude the whole time he was up there. Oh my God, you're so crazy. Listen to the way you're talking. Oh my God.
And have people come up on the panel and dogpile the hell out of them.
Oh, yeah, they definitely got Smiley up there to talk to him in third person. Smiley hair. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Proudfoot. God almighty, it would have been a cringe show.
See, this is what I think about you two right now. Right there. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
I agree.
How do you not?
CPS was called,
Yeah.
The CPS was called multiple times. I don't give a fat baby's ass what he says.
Hold on, okay. I had a problem with this one. I'm sorry. I had a problem with this
multiple times.
But I also had a problem with what she said. Why? I'm going to drop the F-bomb. Why in the fuck would you say a fat baby bottom's ass? Why the fuck would you even say that?
Because it's cute and she's Christian. This is a nice way of cursing somebody out, apparently, with a missing child, to say a fat baby's ass. What?
My God.
It's weird.
Oh my God.
Imagine if one of the guys in True Crime had made a comment like that, whether you like them or not, whether it was Dolly, Benny, AB, any of them. It doesn't matter whether you like these people or not. Imagine if they said that. Again, there would be a riot, but it's okay for Annabella to say it.
And Annabella, define multiple times CPS was called. How many fucking records can you find? Show them. Because you won't find any.
CPS has been called on her, some of her friends multiple times. She'll
Right.
hang out their chat. I'm talking Friggy, by the way. Friggy.
That's a red flag. It's a red flag.
It is.
As a mother, if CPS has gotten involved due to who I have chosen to marry, I would have to reevaluate everything as I knew it. to
Oh,
protect
yeah?
my child.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly. My
And
child
I
comes
would not.
first.
Absolutely. I will lose
Mhm.
my freedom over my child every day
Oh,
of the
yeah.
week and won't regret it.
Oh God.
Never.
So, with
Mm.
that being said,
Shut
I
up,
don't
Smiley.
understand
I see your fucking comment.
why
There you
it
go.
repeated itself. Now, look where we're at now. He's the spokesperson of a child he didn't even like.
I know that.
The
just
hell?
like that tops the cake right there.
Yeah, I don't give a what he
Oh.
says. He did not like that child. As a matter of
Do you,
fact,
The
Oh,
hell?
allegedly it was said.
God.
What?
do you see Lolly doing the exact same facial expressions as Ziggy? It's frightening me at this point in time. She is literally pure zigging the thing up.
She doing the Nick thing too?
If she starts staring at the ceiling, we're done.
Oh God.
All right, look, I've only watched 4 of Ziggy's streams. That was enough for me. Other than that, I've only watched the other Jerks channel and this channel, which you guys have covered. That's good for me.
She'll
I
give
prefer
you
to
a nervous
watch you guys.
breakdown.
Huh?
She'll give you a nervous breakdown watching her. It's wild.
That's why I prefer to listen to you guys just commentate over her. I'm good.
Chris,
would
that's
be-
interesting. Seth had CPS called on him, but they don't say that. Good point.
Right.
Well,
Sorry,
that's the thing. They're not, no, I'm sorry. That's why I stopped. They don't give even the same treatment to all 3 parents. They don't. They pick and choose one or the other to turn one or the other against the other. Even it's just insane. Insane with no evidence to back it up. They're just out here saying the most horrific stuff, and this is only the tip of a very unfortunate iceberg. I don't understand. But I mean, considering they claim to talk to God all the time, I hope they realize God listens to this as well.
Wait for it, Eliza. It's coming. Wait for it. I saw it too.
What?
I want to see how
Oh.
she drinks that Coke. Wait for it, Eliza. It's coming. Hey, Tiny Dancer.
Tiny.
It's me or him.
Yeah.
So why is he even speaking for this child, Katie?
Why are you even talking?
How was your Mother's Day, Katie?
Ooh, told you.
What the
I'm sure it was a
fuck
hard
did you
day.
just say?
Annabella, what
Yep.
happened to you?
Wow, girl.
Told you.
That
Wow.
don't even sound like Annabella.
No,
Mm.
I walked away after this part too. I couldn't watch the rest of it.
Got a little too caught up there, didn't you?
Got a little too fucking cocky for your own damn good for that one. How would you like it if something like that ever happened to you and somebody asked you how was your Mother's Day? You wouldn't like it, would you? I don't fucking think so. Sit your
I
ass
think
down
that,
and zip your lips shut.
We should hear it at regular speed
Yeah.
and hear it again. Go
Yeah.
ahead,
That
Annabelle.
tops the cake
Ha-
right there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't give a what he says. He did not like that child. As a matter of fact, allegedly it was said it's me or him.
Yeah.
So why is he even speaking for this child, Katie? How was your Mother's Day, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was a hard day.
Oh.
That's started about 41 minutes with this live stream. Like, grab the link for everybody so they can go do with whatever they want with it. They want to clip it, have it to keep.
That's
I'll
why.
make it short.
That's why I just said what I said about God is listening to this too. It's not just prayers. Congratulations, Annabella.
You can skip a bunch of cuss words and find different little words for them, but you're going to ask her how her Mother's Day was. Okay.
Yep.
God.
I'm sure that you're going through an awful lot, but baby girl, you did this to yourself.
Baby girl. Diminutive. Trying to put her down again.
Fuck off with that baby girl shit.
So I don't understand. I can't comprehend the I mean, this whole thing smells of bad decisions.
Oh yeah.
It
I
really
think that's
does.
just their live
Yes.
stream.
She
Yeah.
Right?
she has been very quiet. Matter of fact, even on the 911 call, she was muted.
She was the one that was with him,
It was muted.
and she was muted.
Fuck.
And the one that was supposedly 3.5 hours away gave all the details. Now,
Pearl?
make that make sense.
Agreed.
I want to tell y'all something. In the event that my child ever went missing, especially in the event I had an autistic child, I would be able to articulate something for them to know where I'm at, what has happened, and please, for the love of God, send somebody as quick as you can because my son is missing. I will meet y'all outside because I'm going to be looking. He ain't in my house.
Exactly.
Help me.
Preach it, sister. Preach it.
I need every available officer at my house
What
because
the-
the most
Oh,
important
fuck
thing in my
off.
world is missing.
God
Don't
almighty,
ever
yeah.
think that Annabella will be on the phone with the police
Oh my
on
god.
mute when my child is missing. The last person I would call would be somebody 3.5 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Let's not worry
immediately
about.
call someone
Right,
to come help
Orion?
me.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's
I was
always like that.
the smiling. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a nervous tick or what, but it's weird.
I think she
Yeah.
believes it makes her less harmful or
Mhm.
that she can get away with it. Maybe it's a practiced behavior, which is just as manipulative as cursing somebody out, but it's very odd. In fact, it looks creepy as heck, Annabella. This is shameful. This whole performance, and that's what it is shameful.
Right, Tiny. The speaking in third person in that sector over there, it's plaguing them all.
Betty started it.
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all need
God.
to stop listening to Betty. Please stop listening to Betty.
Can I just say, Tiny will feel extremely validated at this moment that Pearl and Tiny have made pretty much the same comment at the same time. Tiny will be like, yes, I have succeeded today.
If I start ever doing that Southern sweetness, which you all know I do not participate in,
Soup, I would know. I would call your husband. I would get
Yeah.
his number somehow and be like, "Can you go get Soup checked because something's not right?" I'm just
yeah, because I can't do it. I've seen it for years. It's that I don't like it. Just don't ever let me do it. I don't think I would ever try it though.
Well, quite a few content creators get away with that. Giving off that, like, I'm so sweet, I can't be a bad person.
Right.
Even though I'm saying these awful, vile things with my mouth, but I'm so cute. Look at me. I mean,
I don't do that.
No, you're just cute. You're just cute and sweet in general.
No,
And I'm not being biased or anything. That's just me. This is
I
me.
clearly know I have a smart mouth at times, and sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good, as you've all seen today. Sometimes it works out great, other times not so much. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm saying. These people clearly don't.
Right. Oh, Chris.
oh my
Chris,
God.
how
Chris.
dare you, Chris? Oh, Soup.
I'm press and play.
What?
Crazy, isn't it?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Chris!
I mean,
They blocked
that
me.
it was scary for her. I can't imagine.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If it is what they say it happened, we don't really know what happened. But I'm just saying, if what they are saying is what actually were the events that took place that evening, I'm sure she was scared. I'm sure she was terrified and extremely emotional. But I would have been on that same
It's
cell
really
phone that
getting
I
in
was on
the
a 3 hour
chat.
phone call with Littlefoot, and I would have been outside still looking for my missing child.
Proudfoot, you dumbass.
Oh, she's not
I
dumb.
can't
She's doing
explain the
that on
frustrations I
purpose.
have. I don't understand.
I know.
Maybe
It
if I
doesn't
could,
make
if
sense.
I
Yeah,
did
but
have the opportunity to say, Katie, tell me,
I know. Go ahead, Reed. Sorry.
I think it's given her the benefit of the doubt to say that it's dumb. And that's why I feel so strongly about it. I see a lot of people doing that at the moment, and then somehow chastising Chris Proudfoot for speaking in clear but irritated terms. If you're going to say something, Annabella, say it with your whole chest before I have to summon my favorite Southerners to bless your whole heart.
Because you know there's two different kinds. Mm-hmm.
We got one of them up here, and there's one who's missing an action, and she also baptizes. Okay, where's Bugsy? We need a baptism in here.
Well, she's not Southern, but she does have a baptism truck.
Mm-hmm.
She sure does.
She needs to back it up. We need the baptism in here. Chris is like, I had
What's
to,
going
Sue.
on? Why? And just why?
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff that has come out, and it's very unfortunate. And Sebastian is such a sweet, sweet, sweet little boy. He seems to be full of energy and life, and I always enjoy seeing his pictures. I have never once seen him in a photo that he didn't look happy. That says a lot about Katie as well. I will say that. I'm giving Katie props for that because he seemed to be a happy child. So Katie, kudos for having a child that is happy or extremely photogenic. Either one. He seems to be an amazing boy.
So, fuck, how do you know?
No, that comment that he's photogenic. What?
Oh my God, how do you know this?
So I wanted to point out that it's actually not like Summer's case then, right? Because you all wanted to spin the narrative that Summer was always unhappy, dirty, unwell, sickly. But you're not saying that about Sebastian. Weird.
Pearl,
well,
you get you the best of that Earl Grey tea and get you some rest.
We love you, Pearl.
All right, Pearl. Love you. Get some rest, okay?
It also implies from Annabella if, say, for example, a child was disfigured in some way, that searching for them wouldn't be a priority. It's something I hear repeated multiple times from certain creators, sadly the same ones that we often end up talking about how beautiful a child is. That specific child,
Right.
not all children, just this
Mhm.
child. And that's where it hits me weird. It's like it's not all children that are beautiful to them. It's just this one. And that comes across as odd. Unlike some people, I'm not going to label people with the most unfortunate thing because that's not how I roll. But it's an odd statement to make.
It's awe, and to say to a mother, "Oh, you're so blessed because your child was photogenic." Your child is missing. What is wrong
Right.
with these people? God.
And what a blessing, So I just wish I could. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. I wish that I could have seen the things that happened and maybe I would have a better understanding because there are so many moving parts to this, but yet none of them fit together. There are
Not
a
at
lot
all.
of puzzle pieces, and it's
And
almost like
the
it's
pieces
like
change. The pieces change. They grow or they get taken
Yeah.
away every time
Yeah.
they talk.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just a lot of confusion. It's just like, look, listen. The most important thing here is we have a missing little boy who
Why are you
needs to be
smiling?
found. Now, I'm not saying he needs to be returned to her or him or anything.
I
I'm
would
just saying he
like
needs
to
to be found.
know,
We need to know
we are 47 minutes into this live stream, and you guys have yet to share Sebastian's information. Are they going to? They have hard-hitting questions, but do they have the real information that will bring Sebastian home? Anything?
Oh, they had a poster. That was it. See, I've got a poster too, and I'll prop it up as well because I always do if I talk about him.
Will you actually just like drop it in the chat and pin it to the
Mhm.
top of your chat so people can find it?
Yep.
You're awesome.
Yeah, 6Up is a stickler for links, and I don't blame her. I'm more aware of those now.
Oh yeah, she can drop them anytime.
I'm pressing buttons back here.
Okay.
Play.
Yeah.
I mean, he has
Oh,
so
yeah.
many people across the country
Oh, wait a minute.
that have been concerned about him and have prayed for him and have supported different efforts to help
Have you
find
prayed
him.
for him? I'm
So
just
he
asking.
does. You've heard it. Sebastian has an army, and he does, and he deserves an army. It's very unfortunate that this amount of time has passed
There it is,
without
guys.
any kind of
Sebastian's
updates,
army.
because we don't know anything that has happened. But what I do know is, as a mother, I wouldn't be 3.5 hours away in the event that my child came up missing in where I lived.
Oh, you noticed that sharp change? I was hoping to get in there before she did that. She makes this comment about Sebastian's army. Again, another thing that is stated by people very often who want to cause division between parents and say some of the most awful comments. You are literally claiming to be part of Sebastian's army while catcalling his stepfather. That is disrespectful to that little boy. Until we have proof, we have no idea. As far as we know, he went to bed, there was a noise, the child is gone. Law enforcement haven't said anything else to give us any more information. But Annabella here can give people nicknames and then claim to be part of Sebastian's army. That's just... How do you think he would feel about all of this, Annabella? How would your child feel if you were being called names on the internet?
Right.
Regardless, we have no idea. Look, that man, Chris, we're going to talk about Chris Proudfoot, in Sebastian's eyes could have been his hero for all we know. We don't know any different. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is all wrong. All of it. All of it.
Without any kind of updates, because we don't know anything that has happened. But what I do know is, as a mother, I wouldn't be 3.5 hours away in the event that my child came up missing in where I lived. You couldn't drag me. Wild horses could not drag me away. Could no.
I want to say something to that, and I've said it before, but there's a lot of people showing up at their home when, I mean, they probably still are, but especially like right after it happened. I understand why she went and stayed at, and I don't know if you guys seen the camper. It's not a camper like a little tiny RV. We're talking about a really nice camper where they can be comfortable. I don't see that there's anything wrong with that. She wanted to go be with her husband. And people were showing up at their house. I don't find it weird at all. I don't know why people do. But that's just me.
Don't give a damn if somebody was threatening my life. Come and get me. I hope you do, because I'll be looking for my son. That's just how I am.
Yeah. And you know,
it's very confusing.
It seems like a lot of us came from the Summer story, and we all know Summer's story, and all the pieces don't fit.
See
all the
how they
stories
have
don't
to
make
connect
sense
it back
there.
to Summer every time.
You know, there's all the different stories being told. And we come to this one, and I'm starting to wonder, is that how it's always going to play out like that? Because
this is Summer 2.0.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and people
Bingo.
get mad when you compare this story to Summer story.
Bingo.
Wow. Just wow.
God.
Story, but oh my gosh, the parent that from the house that was not there is the one that tells the story, the one that answers the questions, the one that cusses people out.
And again, that's where there is a parallel with Michael Vaughan's case, whether people like it or not. That the parent who wasn't in the home on that day is the one that does 99% of the speaking. But they don't expect that in Michael Vaughan's case. but they expect it and demand it from Summerwell's and from Sebastian Rogers' case. Do you see where they're
Very
picking
good
and
point.
choosing?
Yeah, yeah. It's a very good point. Yep, they sure are.
And in both cases, a baby doesn't disappear. I don't care
And in
how you
both
look.
cases, so many people, in Summer's case, across the world, have fallen in love with her
Yes,
and think about her. And we're almost, 3 years?
I know it.
And we'll go 3 more. We'll never give up on that baby girl, and we'll never
Yep.
give up on Sebastian.
Right. We're not going anywhere at all. I'm going to be sitting right here in East Texas waiting for Mr. Chris to come answer some hard questions.
We're still waiting for the hard questions, you moron.
I have a feeling she's going to be waiting a
Damn.
while. Earth.
Right. You moron.
That pause game is absolutely excellent at this moment because that should be the thumbnail for this entire live stream. I mean, look at their little faces. That tells you everything right now.
You know what? You got a point. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make you guys disappear. I'm going to full screen this. Just a moment. Okay, I got a new keyboard.
Hold.
I got a new keyboard, so I have to find the print screen. I don't know where it's at.
I have mine set up, so I press my Windows button, my Shift button, and my S, and it just takes my screen.
I got it. Do I have it?
Yeah, girl.
Did I get it? I don't know.
Did you get it? I
don't
can
know.
get it. I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know. Okay, I screwed up my keyboard again, so I'm having issues. My computer is working like a computer mouse again.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what I did. I had this problem last time. That's why I can't push any buttons.
Oh Lord. This is why I always sound so frustrated. Everybody.
We're gonna have to fix this. We just have to.
Fix it later.
I'll be watching. I ain't got nothing to say to him.
And
He
if
wasn't
Miss
there
Katie-
that day. He wasn't there
Right.
that day. He can't tell me anything.
Yeah. And if Katie wants to come, I got some questions for her. But I would want her to answer them, not him. And I think these parents probably would never, ever, ever have to say a word.
Oh my God.
And just by their actions alone, you can tell there's red flags.
I'm looking at red flags right now.
Right.
And you can tell which parent is the parent that really cares.
Well, I mean, this case has more red flags than a Chinese parade. I mean, let's just say it like it is. I mean, there's more flags.
What parade? Did she say Chinese?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
What in the racist Timu hell are we even doing right now?
Oh my.
I did not know. I just want to make it clear to everyone. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I came up here today. Thank you, Earth.
And I look after what Annabella said about how was your Mother's Day, I walked away. So the rest of this is all new to me. So yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
Play that again for everybody.
Just by their actions alone, you can tell there's red flags. There's questions. And you can tell which parent is the parent that really cares.
Well, I mean, this case has more red flags than a Chinese parade. I mean, let's just say it like it is. I mean, there's more red flags in this whole situation than a Chinese parade. And I don't know if y'all know anything about Chinese parades, but it's full of nothing but red flags. So
fuck off.
I feel
every parade has a red flag on it.
A lot more.
Doesn't matter how many there are. They're all red. They're all different
They don't have to
colors.
disclose anything to us because it protects the integrity of the case and it protects anything from being sabotaged in the event that they have anything that they are working on.
Right.
So
For sure.
I do have the utmost respect for them, and I have faith in with law enforcement. I mean, I do. I back the blue absolutely 100%.
Really?
So I know that there's been a lot of confusion.
Okay.
There has been a lot of hateful things that have been exchanged
You're
between
saying
the actual
ding
biological
dong.
parents and the stepdad. I'm pretty sure it's a very hard time for everyone, very frustrating. But with all of that being said, that is not helping.
Neither are
It's just not.
you,
It's not helping.
Annabella.
At the end of the
You're
day,
just
we still
not.
have a missing boy. At the end of the day, we still have a missing girl.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up.
I'm like Miss
Let me
Kathy
talk to
Gordon. Wake up,
this person right here in the chat. Encyclopedia of True Crime and the Unknown. I'm in Northwest Tennessee and am going to help search later this week. If Chris talks to me like he's been talking to other females, YouTube can watch him get his butt kicked by an older woman. Bitch, sit the fuck down and stay in your place. You ain't doing shit.
So she's
Don't be
gonna
making
go
fucking threats.
search for a child, and then in the next sentence, at least she put a period and a comma, I guess. I don't know. Says that she's gonna assault one of the parents.
Right.
It's great.
Sit your ass down and stay in your lane. You ain't doing shit. Making all these threats. Fuck. It's just like Betty was trying to incite Billy Joe to come out of the house by making up such bullshit just so the cops would come and arrest Billy Joe because the cops weren't doing shit to Leilani.
There's some idiot that does it in every case, and unfortunately it's something that we see more and more of, especially when it's children. It brings up some very raw emotions in people, myself included. You should feel passionate about it, but if you cannot control yourself to keep your hands to yourself, then you definitely do not back the blue, because unless you're trying to give them extra work, unless you're trying to distract them from the work they're trying to do, you're causing problems. Right?
I agree.
Yes. Agreed.
I mean, there was really a lot in this 1 hour and 19-minute live stream they did. Wow.
Yep.
every day checking for updates.
No, I do the same thing.
Every day. So I wish that people would get their priorities straight and shopping for their motorcycles.
Get yours.
Would not be one of them.
Right?
Wait, that's too much to ask. Hold
Not
on.
at
I'm
all.
sorry. That's too
Not
much to
at
ask.
all.
You wouldn't. I'm telling you, I would have to be stopped for someone to feed me because I
Yes.
would not come in the house. I would be too busy looking for my boy who needs
Yeah.
to be home with his mama and with his real dad. The two most important people in that little boy's life that gave him life.
Oh yeah.
But that's not what we're dealing with here.
It's not what we're seeing at
No.
all, is it?
No, well, I mean, this excludes Seth. He's not in this equation. Seth has gone above and beyond compared to the
Yeah.
other two.
Yeah.
Above
Seth's
and
looking
I would,
beyond.
I would
God,
care
shut up.
if it was coming to hell.
I don't agree with that at all. I've already
No.
said previous what I think about Seth. I don't understand it. Why people don't see how they can't see what I see. But go ahead, say what you want. Who said, who are these peppers? Earth can let you know. I can't even.
This is Lolly, beautifully unbroken, and her sidekick, Annabella. Who's both guilty, Elizabeth?
It's a damn mess. It's a damn mess.
Hailstorm. You'd see me out there looking for my baby, asking anybody. I would probably have so many paper cuts from passing out flyers. I don't care if they throw them away. Maybe someone else will pick them up because you could not stop me. That was my baby. I don't care how old he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I rarely speak on anything on cases of missing children. This is a first for me. But there needs to be questions for Katie.
Oh, okay.
On
hold on a second.
her husband.
Elizabeth, Katie and Chris, you can just type their names in the chat. Everybody does. You don't have to use their initials. How do you figure that Katie and Chris are guilty? Simple question.
I am so confused because I swore when I woke up today that I lived in a country that gave me not just a human right,
Right.
It's kind of the one, innocent until proven guilty. We have that here. I don't
live by
know. I don't know, but yeah.
I live by that. Innocent until proven guilty. I live by that. Did you know that their polygraphs all came back good? Did you know that?
Well, that's what we've been told. But
Yeah, I
again, I
don't.
We've
see
been
people
told that
fall
though.
into that trap all the time
Well,
because we have seen nothing to prove it either way. It happens in every case that is covered. Either people are accused of not passing a polygraph or they have passed it and nobody provides any proof. So that's certainly what we've been told. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
but the simplest terms, Elizabeth, where is the proof? Like Coffee Addict said, where's the evidence though? Where? I mean, just because she, left 3 hours away, that doesn't mean anything. That's not a guilty conscience. That's not her. That's not her.
It's not
Her
evidence.
being guilty. It's not. Yeah, it's not evidence.
It's not probable cause. It's not reasonable or articulable suspicion. What a law enforcement agent would need to make a charge. It's not any of that because we're not there.
No.
We're just not there.
Hey, J Dub, honey.
Right, Grandma Sherry, why didn't we just ask them in the first place? We could just pack up and go home. What? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Headstones,
Hey,
how you
J-Dub.
doing?
Hey, baby girl.
Hey, everybody.
So who wouldn't be begging for their child? What the?
What do you mean by begging? I mean,
Just because a parent of a missing child doesn't come online does not mean anything. I wouldn't, if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't be on this platform begging for help for my child, to look for my child. Hell the fuck no. You see what they're going through right now with these little twits right here and the other little mofos around here throwing out accusation after accusation on a constant basis. Hell no. I stay clear from this place and let the professionals do their job looking for my missing child. Absolutely. Professionals. YouTube ain't full of professionals.
because everything she says, you haters. Oh man. Haters.
And is
Pleading
that
somewhere, but they are. I mean, maybe in their way they are, though. Like, what is there like a textbook for how the parent of a missing child should act? And if there is, where's it at?
I never seen one until there's one written.
I mean,
But I've never
there are people and families that have been like, we have Adam Walsh, for instance. Okay,
Right.
the people that have gone on to tell their stories, and we see how they act and what they do and whatever. But everybody acts differently. I don't know why I would have to tell adults that. Strange to me. I react very I'll say, for instance, okay, for me, speak for myself. I react very differently to death than a lot of people I know. And it's just the way that my spiritual side will say, okay? I react very differently. That's just me. Other people could think, well, she's not crying, she must not care. Or she's not sobbing, she must not, whatever. I could react very differently. It doesn't mean I don't love that person or don't care. That's what I'm trying to say. People react differently. That doesn't make them guilty.
Okay, so you're saying so it's your business. Okay, no, we're not saying it's our business. We don't. Katie and Chris are none of our business. That's no. We can make it our business to react to the bad information that's going around. Hell yeah, we can make it our business. We can call it out. You know why? Because unlike these people, We can do the research. We actually follow what's being put out there. We put out the correct information, not just attack and throw out the bullshit and put our own twist and spin on everything.
It's
No.
disinformation, misinformation, rumors, innuendo, speculation, and drama. None of it brings home Sebastian. In fact, it hurts him. And that is my opinion. That's the problem. That's the main problem. It hurts him. I don't think that any of these families should come to YouTube, in my opinion.
I know, I'm in full agreement with you. I've always thought that. I've always thought parents should stay away from this platform because it just does them more harm than good.
Now, say you had a like really big content creator like Mr. B size that wanted to help you get your child's face out or something like that. I would be all in on something like that. I'm not going to say that's what I'd do if I had a missing child. I can tell you what I wouldn't do because I've been here and I see what these people do. I would not come anywhere near this sector. That's for sure.
Hey, TJ. And I agree, TJ. We don't pay to judge these parents. Let LD do their job. Agree. I've said it before. I wouldn't have a parent on my panel at all. No. If a parent came to me and asked me to help them put the word out that their child is missing, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't. I would direct them to somebody that I trust that would actually do the perfect job by doing it. That would actually help them.
Yeah, it's not true. In my opinion, these channels they're not true crime. When you bring in a live chat and toss in speculation and BS and drama, you're not a true crime channel. There are true crime channels, but these are not it. These are just drama. Just drama.
Yeah, they just want their name out there. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I would like to hear her answer them.
I think Seth has been very forthcoming. I think he has an astronomical amount of love that it shows, not only in his words, but his actions. Words mean nothing. Actions is what you need to pay attention to.
Oh,
Seth has been doing the best that he can, and he has held out hope, and he's constantly looking, and he's just doing everything I would be doing. So I can't say anything, and I won't ever say anything negative about Sebastian's father.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah, I agree with Kathy. I feel sorry for Seth. You can see the pain on his face. When he talks about his son, he gets to a point where he's angry.
So again,
because
you don't see the correct amount of pain on a mother's face. Okay.
I would want to know why. Why my boy? And if he was such an issue, I've been here the whole time. Bring him to me.
Just let me know. I'll come get him. Yeah.
Come on my way, damn it. You know, let me just me.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand. Why did they not just call Seth and say, okay, Seth, we can't. We just can't anymore. He needs to come to you. It's your turn. It was simple. Very, very simple. There was another person.
Down to control, Lolly. It's all about control.
That's it. That's exactly it.
What it comes down to is control.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with love and what was best. It was control.
Not a bit. Yeah. So it's a sad, sad situation, guys. We need to stay on it. We need to, keep talking about him, just like we did in Summer's case. And I hope that we can all, talk about it, say things how we feel, and give our opinions. And, if anybody wants to attack me over my opinion, okay. But guess what? It's still my opinion.
Well, thank you for giving me permission.
That goes for anyone involved in the case. It's still my opinion. But I'm standing over here looking on the outside, looking in. But those on the inside are the ones that have the answers. And just like with Summer's case, those on the inside of that holler has the answers.
Oh, yeah?
Because we on the outside can only look in
Give it 6.
after the fact.
Well, and that's another thing with Katie. Maybe she has been
Look, for a woman that wants to put that in and say that she's got these hard hitting questions, I really want to know how you would articulate them, Lolly, because you're having a little bit of a struggle over there. Just keeping it real.
connected to a certain type of lifestyle for so long that she doesn't even see where the issues are. Maybe she doesn't understand that these things are not love or these things are not right. And
that might be it.
People can be conditioned. And I'm not making an excuse for it by no stretch of imagination.
Right.
I'm just saying possibly.
Oh, we know people can be conditioned, Annabella. Look at you. Damn shame.
And that's the thing.
When it comes to your child, there ain't no way. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different if it's just you. But whenever it comes to to your child, you know right from wrong. You know when something ain't right. So I'm sorry, but I will never choose a man over my sons. And if you don't believe me, ask them. I'm single today for a reason.
Good for you.
I could have gotten married multiple times, but it wasn't the right thing.
I think it's more than one.
Period.
Hey, yellow fella.
The boys are there. They're happy.
You ain't
They're
got
healthy.
a
They're growing stronger and bigger and better by the.
You need to get your ass out that chat. You don't want me going in on the shit that you've done. You don't want me to pull my archives. The fuck out of here, yellow fella. I will pull my archives and do an entire stream about you. I have everything that you've done clipped.
He is so very hard to review, though, Earth, because, oh, man, it's really hard. I've tried.
Wait a minute. I've got one better. I'm going to go get it right now. Something that's hilarious. If I can get this thing to work for me. Okay, I'm done. I'll be quiet while I go get it.
The day, because you made choices for you.
And I'll be quiet on her own panel.
Yes. And they weren't always easy. And I did feel like
this. Encyclopedia said, I absolutely believe that Chris is a narcissistic psychopath.
We lost we.
He has an anger. We've heard it. He has a temper. We've heard it. He has a mouth on him. We've heard it. And it's all his way. Always. So, I don't know, guys. It is, once again, another sad story.
Hey,
once again, a child with absolutely not one shred of any type of evidence to point any direction. And, what do you do? And my biggest worry is that Chris and his family know the police department so well. They're the ones investigating. And like I said, I'm on the outside looking in, and that doesn't look too good. That is definitely, yes.
It's not
Marlena.
good that he knows local law enforcement very well. Are you kidding me? I am so confused. So are you saying that law enforcement are not good? I thought you guys backed the blue. Weird.
Kind of an insinuation that law enforcement would be helping him. In my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you're saying that law enforcement is what corrupt and they're helping what? A crime? Crazy. They back the blue.
A conflict of interest in every direction. His sister works there. And Scott, really? Scott said, I recently heard she was, let me find it here. I recently heard she was 14 when she got pregnant by Seth.
Scott, I've been waiting for this comment. I've seen this comment. I recently heard she was 14 when she got pregnant by 23-year-old Seth. Not for sure, though. She was young. I don't know. That's fact or rumor. It's really creepy that you're thinking about it, Scott.
And I even mentioned this in the beginning. I do have the answer to that.
What is the answer?
She was not. That's just when
she was an adult. That's when she was an adult.
18.
Yeah.
So, and that goes for you too, JLR. So sit your little happy butt down there, skinny man. And quit spreading rumors either. No, actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you to stop spreading rumors because you're just going to continue. But so there you go. Debunked. 18 years old. Not 14.
Seth did say they dated at I mean, look, I got with my husband. I was pregnant at 14, had my first child when I was 15, and he was 17 when we first got together, but he turned 18 after I had a child and we worked together. It does happen. People do have relationships when they're younger, but that's an accusation right there, saying that Seth is whatever. It's interesting.
Hey, Doxy.
But I don't know why it matters if she was pregnant when she was 14. What does that have to do with Sebastian?
At 20, when he was 23. Not sure. She was young. I didn't know if that's a fact or rumor. Wow. How did he not go to jail if that's the truth? Let's see.
Someone says she was 19.
19. You know, and that's the thing.
She had Sebastian when she was 19.
You know, we hear so many different things.
So many rumors,
Yeah.
You don't know fact from fiction because sometimes fiction sells. It spreads like wildfire.
That's just like all
the
drama. Oh.
Molly's having some really bad storms. She's having some really bad storms where she's.
No, we are flooded.
If you don't want to, it's okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have had rain.
I don't care. I think I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know about the chat, but we've had an hour of gross. I don't think that we need the last 20 minutes. I don't know. That was a lot.
It was. And the comments that were left under that stream, even gross.
Yeah, and
10 times
when I pulled it up after you gave me, had me pressing buttons, we could see the chat a little bit better. So I like that we did that because I do want to see what people are saying in the comments, who they are, and I'm into the comments. Who are they? They are I'll drop the link do you want me to drop this link in the chat or
yeah, you can.
Live stream? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'll drop the link. It is Lolly Beautifully Broken is the name of the channel, and I think that Annabella is also a part of her channel, or they have a channel together, but not this one. If I'm speaking correctly here. So they kind of co-host together around. Yeah, trauma can give a blank effect, Lenny. You're right. It's something that really grinds when I hear somebody talking about how somebody else should react to their trauma. Who are you to, pretty sure you guys aren't licensed. Tell somebody that. And I still can't believe all the things that were said in that live stream. Is that what they're going to do? That's their plan for their channel?
God, I hope not. Because I'll be doing a lot more of these. I sure will. Okay. I pulled one from the archives. Justin, knock it off. You ain't all that tough. Quit doing them call-in shows. Your call-in shows are just stupid. Those people, stupid. You want to talk about the shit that you pulled? Kyla Rodney, what'd you do with her? What'd you do with those photos on your live stream? Which is still up, by the way. You want to go down that road? I don't think you do. I will pull that. And I will blur. I do have the blur vision or the blurred version and the unblurred version of what you did with those photos on your stream. What about the woman, Jared Lysak's victim? What'd you do with her? What did you do with that one? Oh, you put out her information because the state completely messed up on that. And you put it out and did a half-ass apology on it. Yeah, you did that too. And I have that apology as well. And I do have the stream where you did put out that woman's information. You want to go down that road too? How about when you let Molly Golightly and Mallory on your panel, where you let those two dox another creator? Well, not so much Mallory, but you let Molly do it on like the night before Thanksgiving. Would you like me to pull that too? Because I do have that too. I don't think you want to go down that road. You need to stop looking at that woman's Facebook. You need to stop doing all of this. Hanging around these chats. You're not playing fair. You're just like the rest of them, a major tragedy pimp. But you know what? I got you. This was funny. This one took me probably 3.5 hours to clip because I just couldn't stop laughing at the ridiculousness of what you were doing. And it was ridiculous, but it was funny as hell though. I will say that. And this will be the outro because I'm going to shut it down after this. I think I've had enough.
You had enough gross for the afternoon.
Yeah, this one's going to be the comedy relief.
We need
Justin,
it.
Yeah, Justin, do you remember this? This was about a year ago. How could you let yourself go to waste like this? How could you, bro? Sorry, I said it like watching eyeballs.
I want to
We're gonna
know
close
why
down
he
those
never did. I want to know why he never did his Ziggy impression, because he said that after this, Ziggy wanted him to do one of her, and he never did it. He said he was buying a wig and everything, and he said he bought one for Tip. I think he did one of Tipper's. I don't know, but he definitely needs to keep good on his promise and fulfill that for us.
Sinners, like I'm watching my eyeballs. See, I told you it took 3.5 hours to clip this because I was laughing so hard. I had to catch the perfect angles. Just how could you let yourself go to waste, man? This ain't even funny. The only funny thing about it is that you just do this. That's the funny thing. But the acting, oh gosh, it's worse than watching those two ladies do the acting. Ugh. Ugh, gross. All right, guys. I think we're done here. I'm gonna go decompress for a little bit. I'm gonna go watch a funny movie.
You do that. Did
Yeah.
you watch the rest of Baby Reindeer yet?
I reactivated my Netflix just specifically for that.
Okay.
Because
Well, let me know when you get done, because I'm gonna know what you think.
I will. And I just found like the interview with Pierce Morgan. It popped up on my feed, so it's in my watch later. So I will watch those too.
I'm pushing that series on everybody.
Right?
Thank you for having me up with your.
Of course, anytime.
Love you
And
guys.
I recommend everybody review that stream. It should get out there because that was some ridiculous bullshit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna review a new tragedy pimp on my channel tonight.
Cool. I'll be there. You drop your link in the chat for me, please, so people can go sub
will
up.
do that.
All right, guys. We're gonna end it here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next round. And you guys have a great afternoon. Take care.